All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this NAB series between Spicy Thieves.Green and Sofa King. It is Michael Phoenix, and joining me today in our last minute fashion, I've got MZZY. MZ, how's it going?
It's going good, man. Yeah, excited to catch some good dates. Yeah.
Mate, I've got to ask you, how would you like your name to be pronounced?
It's fine. You can pronounce it Mizzy or MZZY.
Oh,
Either is fine. I'm not really bothered that much.
in that case, we'll go with Mizzy because it sounds
Yeah.
slightly easier.
Yeah. Rather than spelling out every letter. So
Well,
going to the bands here, we see Necro first band, which is interesting. It's not really a hero. That's really flavor of the month, as you would say. But
no, it's not exactly, but maybe they know something about Spicy Thieves Green that we don't. Because this is a brand new team, only came out very recently, so we don't know anything about them yet.
yeah, and maybe they have like some dirty Necro spammer or something. Probably one of the worst kinds of spammer, really.
It really is.
Uh,
It really is. Well, got this first pick coming now. I should mention we don't know anything about Sofa Kingdom either, and there's a first pick Lion, and then an
Instant
Undying.
reply. Yeah, they're really eager to get their heroes out. Undying Earthshaker, and that's two very scary heroes, especially in the early game. Obviously, Earthshaker with the Fisher can do very big plays with the blocking off, and the Undying as well with the Decay, and all his kit is really good for early game focus. But this draft's going by fast. We'll have to catch up. There's a Razor picked, which obviously is a very good hero at the moment, shown a lot in Epicenter, especially favored by teams like EG who play like safe lane. So maybe catching up on that, giving some reason themselves.
It's a bit shocking though. I mean, is Lion? I mean, I never see Lion these days, and it's first picked up, so there must be
Yeah,
something to it with Sofa Kingdom. Like they must know something we don't.
yeah. I think Lion's like one of those like very I guess like foundation supports. The supports you can always rely on. He's got a nice stun. He got two stuns. He got some bursts in the finger. He's just one of those like standard supports I would consider like Lion and Venge. When you think of support, you think of like these heroes. So maybe just going with like some safe position 5.
Hmm. Indeed. Well,
And
silencer ban, which always, to be fair, when I see a silencer ban, I always get happy because silencer just ruins the
yeah,
game.
yeah. So it's the makes the game, especially when you're playing it. Like Arcane Curse, so obnoxious when you're playing heroes, especially if you're playing like a Bristleback or like an Invoker. You just want to keep casting spells. It's just so annoying. So very happy to see that ban down, as well as the Tinker, which is another hero which is frowned upon frequently.
Well, it just seeing the Tinker ban just means we're not going to be in for a 2 hour game unless they choose the Naga.
Yeah, unless they go for like some Medusa high ground sniper, but hopefully we won't see that. But it might be viable, I guess, versus the aggression that I already shown by Spicy Thieves. Also, a Tide Hunter ban, so maybe looking to control the team fights a little bit more, taking out a big team fight.
It's a Centaur pickup. It's a so far complete melee lineup, which you don't see too often. But I mean, Centaur it's a very powerful hero to have.
Yeah.
Great offlaner, great initiator.
Yeah, what Spicy Thieves is draft is telling me right now is they just want to run at you like stages of the game. They've got the Centaur, they've got the Undying, they've got the Airshake. They're all heroes that just want to go in. And obviously with them all being melee strength, you can see the first band Timbersaw very justified.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's going to be crazy. They're going to stampede Earthshaker. You've got the Fisher, you've got the Dunk, and I mean, it's going to be pretty much havoc. I got to admit, I like what I'm seeing here from the Spicy Thieves boys.
Yeah. I love me a little bit of ape dota, as I like to call it, where people just running head, clashing and fighting all through the game.
Well, do you think that they're going to have a bit of a struggle in the laning stage? Because I mean, melee lineups versus so far just all range, like it doesn't look too healthy in the laning stage.
Yeah, so if a Kingdom can play the smart and get really good laners, like I've already got a Razor who in himself is static link, and he can also go middle safe lane, so they can still pick like a really. They could either try and dodge the lane if they think it's going to be an aggro try with the Undying. They can try and dodge, maybe send one tanky here or there, one mobile here or there. So we'll have to see how they draft around it, whether they want to clash head on or if they want to dodge it, basically.
Yeah, well, they're using their reserve time here. I think they've got that same concern where they've just realized it's going to be a run at you kind of draft coming out, and they're probably going to have to think a bit about these picks now because it's very scary indeed. Now, forgive me if I've forgotten, but your name rings a bell. Did I just cast you yesterday by any chance?
Oh yeah, yeah. You casted my team yesterday, Torn's Revenge. Yeah, I was playing the Earthshaker and the Clockwork. I think it was. Yeah.
Well, you played beautifully.
Yeah. Oh, thank you very much. Yes. Yeah, I think the first game was very good. We were all very happy. Like, we were all screaming in our Discord, just clowning it up. It was a very fun series. But I'm surprised to see an Underlord. Like, for me, that hero is just like honestly garbage tier. Like, after all the nerfs he had, because obviously he was very strong when he first came out. But the nerfs to his like passive and his like movement speed and his strength, it's like I'm not sure, but
it is questionable. But I agree with you. I think it's complete garbage. But at the same time, the Pit of Malice, right? I mean, when you've got like this many initiators, it seems like it could be useful. And as well as that, when you've got a tanky lineup like the Spicy Thieves boys have got right now, perhaps the Firestorm, which does scale because it's percentage based, maybe that's the idea here.
Yeah, the max HP burn down should do very well versus the strength heroes, and Pit as well can be really annoying for Undying and Earthshaker, especially Centaurs. If like Stampede just put a Pit behind you, you either have to go around it or straight through it, which isn't really advised. And Weaver is also not that great against Underlord. In lane, Weaver does quite well, so you can move around very well with Shikuchi and dodge the Firestorm and harass him, but actually going in, Pit of Malice does throw a spanner in the works for him and his plans.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens here. Hello.
Oh, that's an enigma.
That is an enigma.
They haven't got great cancel. The best cancel they have is Fisher, which is obviously great cancel, but it's not BKB piercing. Like, I don't know, they have nothing to pierce through BKB.
This is gonna be exciting. I like this. This is a very exciting draft.
And also the Silencer is also banned out, and the Necro, who both can obviously pierce it through, stop the black hole through BKB. Yeah, this could be. The only concern I feel is that depending on Sophie Kingdom's last hero, they might be a little bit greedy. Because because the Enigma is most like, wait, how are they gonna lane it? Are they just gonna do a jungle Enigma?
I would guess so, because the Underlord's on the off lane, right? So
Yeah.
I guess
I haven't really seen 4 Underlord or roaming Underlord yet. I presume it's going to be the off-lane Underlord. Yeah, see what Spicy Thieves ban. See what they think. I think they still. I think they do put the Razor still mid and then pick some solid lane or safe lane. Because the problem when you have a jungler, which they might have with Enigma, is that it hinders your lanes, because then they have 5 heroes on the lanes and you have. So naturally, they can abuse that and send more heroes and disrupt lanes, yada yada yada, and punish the jungler. But I'm not sure. There's a Drow ban. I feel like Drow does work very well with the Radiance lineup, but I feel like it suffers too much against Spicy Thieves. But just being safe, banning out Drow, don't get cheesed per se.
Yeah, well, we've got one last ban, or pick, I should say. They need a mid hero, right? So for Kingdom. I wonder what would be suitable in this kind of instance.
Yeah, it's either mid or safe lane. They're quite flexible with their. I'm honestly quite baffled. I'm not used to these kind of drafts.
Could you? What if it had to be? Oh, never mind. They just picked it up. There it goes.
Storm's pretty good. Yeah, he's pretty good. He's good versus Undying and kind of Centaur, because you can usually like get a pull or get a zip before you get stunned. But with Earthshaker's good against heroes, high mobile heroes like Storm, because Earthshaker offers the instant lockdown with Echo Slam, like 0 cast point. If you blink on him, he can't. There's literally no way he does it unless he has like godly reflexes. So I'm not sure. And also Weaver can go Diffusal, which is quite good for Storm.
Well, the thing is, though, you mentioned before the draft from Sophie Kingdom, pretty greedy, and the Storm Spirit doesn't really feel like it helps that cause. Like, it feels like it just got a bit greedier.
Yeah, I think it got worse because it means Storm basically has to have a good lane, because otherwise, if he goes back to the jungle, he's gonna most likely only have 2 camps because the Enigma's taking the rest. So it feels like they really need to play. They really need to secure their lanes. This line needs to rotate around, do some work, have some TPs. They're ready for if they forget like dive mid.
He's got
I
his
think.
work cut out for him here. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not going to be easy. I mean, I can only imagine what the last pickup is going to be here from the Spicy Thieves boys, but it appears they need a mid to go well against the Storm, which
Yeah.
What? Wait,
Oh,
what?
I think that's going to be a mid Earthshaker perhaps. It's been quite meta. I'm not sure. I wasn't able to research before the game, so I'm not sure who mid player is. So I see these, but it might be. It's either going to be mid Earthshaker or mid Weaver. I think Undying Centaur, Disruptor aren't really mid heroes. I think it's safe to assume. So actually, they might be aggro trying with Undying Weaver, Disruptor. That is a possibility. The lane isn't awful, and it punishes the dueling, which is going to be the Lion Razor.
This is I'm so intrigued to see what they do here.
Me too. It's
Yeah.
unorthodox at least.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna ask you before we get into the game, who are you predict? I mean, who's got the better draft in your opinion, straight off the bat?
I think it's very close because if Spicy Thieves get this, if they get their lanes they want, they get aggressive, they get the kills, I think they can easily take this because Sofa Kingdom are a little bit too greedy. But then again, if Sofa Kingdom get the farm they want, they get the lanes and they get some nice rotations from the line, and they get the items they need, they can definitely take this. But I think I'm gonna go with Spicy Thieves, just because it's a little bit easier for them, I think, to execute their draft than Sofa Kingdom.
I can't disagree with you there. Well, we're gonna find out. It's we're gonna go into our tower showdown, which means so much.
The battle of the towers. It's the mental battle before the game.
Oh, it looks pretty close.
Yeah, I think Arena have got this one. Actually, maybe they've got 720. Oh, it's close. But they're both obsidian black towers, both intimidating. I wouldn't want to hit that.
Well, we're going to go through the players quickly before things go a bit out of hand. I'll go through the rating, you go through the dial. So,
okay.
Got Patience, he's playing the Enigma. We've got Archon? No, it'd be Jex. Jex is playing the Lion. We've got Mu, he's playing the Storm Spirit. We also have a Pit Lord played by Toffa. Not sure about that one. And finally, we have Angry Irishman playing the Razor and the Dire, if you could please.
And over the Russian voice lines, we have Master 7Z34 on the Weaver, the Mavi on Earthshaker, Undying will be played by Feels Bad Man, Centaur by Ian Ray 7, and Disruptor by Revamp. And it looks like this is gonna be dual lanes, maybe, with this Weaver starting bottom. I'm presuming the Undying is gonna go with him, and he's heading over there.
It looks like they might even smoke up here because Revamp's already got one, and they're in that position. I mean, they've got a very powerful lineup early game to go for a smoke.
Their level 1 is really good. They can fissure into a stomp, and if they don't get there, they can glimpse. We've already got the Thunder Strike, but the Thunder Strike is very good. It's actually the highest damaging nuke level 1. All you know. But their smoke is a little bit late, and they're gonna get the ring, but maybe they're looking to catch him as he walks up the hill.
It is very late indeed, but I guess it's a bit unexpected what they're doing here. And Mu, he's going to go up the hill, get stunned up, and yeah, he's going down Marvi as well. He's got that. Actually, it might not be enough.
He actually went totem. He went totem, so I think he survives.
Yeah, that was a bit of a... Well, actually, Mu, what's he doing?
Mu? Maybe... Pathing? I'm going to go with Pathing. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe, like, clicked high ground somewhere and started walking back.
Wow. I'll agree with you. He probably did just, Dota did Dota things, but my goodness. That really should not have been a first blood. Like Marvi, I should say. He went for that, he went for the enchant totem. Bit of an error in my opinion.
Yeah, and he's trying to trade now, but you can't really trade his melee here into a storm when he has remnant. As you see, he's already thinning out south. But Mu, he has got the kill advantage, obviously. He's got the assist, but...
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
We'll have to see how the mid pans out.
I don't mind the whole concept of a mid Earthshaker. I mean, I believe a mid Earthshaker is like a core Earthshaker seems pretty strong.
Yeah, I mean, the ability to have 3 disables on a core and one which does massive right-click damage that can scale on your strength seems pretty good. But the problem is getting to that point because Earthshaker doesn't farm well. And that's usually why he's a support. But
It,
we'll see if it pans out.
well, it seems like he'd be decent in the mid game against the Storm because you can kind of lock him down a lot longer than most heroes can.
Yeah, I think Shikako is especially good this game because what you can just get like a blink or a shadow blade, and if you find like a line, you can just blink, enchant totem, Fisher, enchant totem, kill him, and that will just kill him outright. You can, and depending on your farm, you can do that for this as well. But you can at least do it to 2 support, which is a good thing. And the value of Earthshake does so much damage mid game.
Well, you were right about the whole the dual lanes. It is a dual lane from the dire end. They're Undying being really annoying against the Angry Irishman. And actually, there's the link. And I don't know if this is the best link in the world, actually, because it's against an Undying. He's got the Tombstone as well if he really wants. He might have to back off, actually. There's the Hex. And he might go down the stun as well. The Irishman does not survive it.
Yes, it feels bad, man. Literally, I didn't think he respected the Razor Link damage enough. Like 56 damage, 2 minutes in is a lot. That's more than like CM's base damage. Like you're hitting for basically 2 heroes. He didn't really expect, maybe like overestimated the power of Undying. He does get caught out there, unfortunately.
Well, I thought, I did think he was going to just walk away and let the link break first, but he, for some reason, just took it and unfortunately didn't work out too well for him. But nevertheless, it's 1-to-1.
Baiting out the static link is a very decent play because it's got such a high cooldown. Actually, saying that, he's leveling up static link. He's got 2 points in opting point in the unstable current as well instead of the plasma field. Which, I mean, there's no real abilities that can get used on him in this lane. There's no like single target, but I guess the 4% bonus speed is value, I guess.
Perhaps, and
we'll have to see. He's already killed the Undying, so.
Well, strangely enough, Patience on the Enigma, he actually came out of the jungle. Now he's in the off lane with Toffer.
This is a lane I didn't think I'd see. Enigma Underlord.
It's rather strange.
I think it's fine. Enigma can come to the lane pressure and then like rotate out and take this camp or take one of the off lane camps. Well, yeah, I think that's what he's gonna do now.
The thing is, he ran out of mana, so he didn't have any mana for the Eidolons. He just got it now, but it looks like that's why he came. And surprisingly enough, generally on the Enigma, you'd get a clarity or 2 at level 1, right? If you're gonna go jungle, but it doesn't look like he did. So he ran out of mana straight away, then had to come and leech experience from the off lane.
Oh. Actually, he can actually kill the Storm, I think. Yeah, he's enchanted before he invids, so you can get the double hit and the Fisher. I think this might turn into a kill. He hasn't got boots though, and Storm does.
Oh, Marvi, he goes for 1, gets a second one, the Fisher. It is there, you're right. Marvi does end up getting the kill.
Yeah, well played from Marvi. I mean, as a Storm there, as a mid laner there, you kind of like half expect, maybe like you're like, oh, maybe they've got Invis Room, but there's no way he got that lucky, right? But then suddenly there's an Invis Shaker pounding you with the totem and you're dead. So well played there from Marvi on the Earthshaker.
Gotta admit,
Sorry, Yuko.
Oh no, I was just saying, I've got to admit that I didn't realize how strong a mid Earthshaker was.
Yeah, he can kill him right now if he's Echo.
Oh,
yeah.
fisted Echo Slam.
Yeah. I was gonna say he literally just got 6 before Storm did, then there was a massive wave coming. He can just turn and double hit. So Storm going down twice in the space of a minute. Marvi showing up on this Earthshaker, almost 2 levels above the Storm now.
Very shocking indeed. I thought it was going to be terrible for this Earthshaker, and actually, top lane and the off lane, looks like there's going to be a bit of action. Toffer gets stunned up. There's a stun from Enigma though, and Centaur, he'll just back off, and looks like that'll be it. They're not really going to try and go any further.
Yeah. Although we both don't think Underlord's like over here, Centaur and the Disruptor can't kill him at like 5 minutes in. He's got too much base strength for that. I think the only lane that's really has kill potential. Actually, I don't think many lanes have kill potential because someone's about to hit 6, so he shouldn't really die unless Ashoka gets another like haste rune or invis rune. So you should be able to see him coming. So I think maybe bot's the only place that can be kills.
Well,
so I think it's just gonna be some trading farm for now.
Yeah, well, I guess if he gets that quick blink, he can, go make things happen around the map. which it looks like he's going for next anyway. He's already got the treads. And he's queued it up. Actually, off lane again, Toffa. I think he's in big trouble this time. The stun, and there'll be a glimpse available. No, there's not. He used the kinetic field instead, and unfortunately no mana for the glimpse after that.
There's just not enough damage between these two heroes. Not enough mana to sustain the damage anyways. Maybe if they get a rotation from the Undying they can kill, but except from that maybe not.
Well, you generally don't really see a safe lane centaur either. Like, it's a very strange, laning stage for these guys.
Yeah, they just Spicy just did their lanes in order to get the most with the Weavers. I mean, if you look at the CS, you see the Weavers doing alright, maybe wants to do a little bit better, maybe with 21 last hits, but you see the Earthshaker on top with to the 33 of the Storm, so he's very nice in his mid lane.
Looks like they're gonna have a go at mid lane actually, but he has the raindrop, so the stun basically did nothing.
Yeah, he's got treads, raindrop, and stick. He's very hard to kill. Also, one thing to note from this, from these dual lanes, is that it forced the supports, or at least the Enigma and Lion, to stay on lane. So they couldn't really roam mid. So Earthshaker could have a nice time. Oh, did have a nice time.
In terms of late game, if we end up going late game, who do you think has the better lineup for it?
I think Weaver is better than Razor. Storm is better than. I think it's very close because I would say Diet, unless there was an Enigma, is one of the best late game heroes, I think, in his relative position.
Oh, Echo Slam again!
He cancelled the attack.
And he gets the Hex as well, and this looks bad.
He can turn to the line.
Yeah, he really screwed that up, unfortunately, and Marvy's gonna regret what happened just then. Bit strange, he cancelled the animation.
Yeah,
and
that's super sad. Like, he could have killed the Storm, he does line, but misses Fisher. Series of unfortunate events.
Very strange indeed. He's going to find patience. Look at the damage he deals. The Fisher as well. Yeah. And, I mean, they're going to have to back off. But Marvy, with that Enchant Totem, he just absolutely wrecks people.
Yeah, he hits for over 400 damage at 8 minutes in with max level Enchant. But,
actually,
Osrog, my client's creation.
There's a link. Feel bad, man. He's gonna back off a lot of damage stolen. 141 on the Angry Irishman. My goodness, I mean, I'm a bit scared, honestly, for the Radiant side. There's a Storm blink in, and Marvy, he's going to actually just man-fight this. He's got the Fisher as well, so the Storm has to be very careful. Moo, he's baiting right now, I think. Marvy, does he have the mana? No, he doesn't anymore. He unfortunately ran out, but it looks like he could have gone for a kill. In fact, he might now. The Fisher, no, the raindrops are there anyway. So if he jumps now, Moo may be able to get the kill, but he'll let it go.
Yeah, Moo very scared. He knows that Enchant Totem obliterate him, so playing quite nicely around that. Force the Earthshaker to use the Shrine bot.
Well, Revamp's here now on the mid lane, so it looks like he wants some help so he can glimpse the Storm back. He is out of range though. He did not go for it earlier on, so they'll have to let that one go. And looks like bot lane, they'll go on the Angry Irishman right now. The Decay comes out, the Tombstone as well, but the Link's on the Weaver. That's not too good. Swarm, but I don't think they're going to be able to get this guy. He's got way too much damage, the Irishman, and Master, he's dealing no damage at the moment.
Yeah, that's a nice stampede from the center. It's a heads up play, getting his Weaver out of there. He had Shukuchi on quick seconds. So good team play from the Spicy, making sure they don't lose. There's a regen bot.
Landray's almost got his blink as well, so I mean, once you've got the blink on the Centaur and the ES, actually, got denied. Did it the refresher rune?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say the
play.
Yeah, well, both blinks are gonna be available soon on the ES and the Centaur. So Centaur's just about got it, and ES is about 700 gold away, which isn't gonna take him long at all to get. And I feel like once they've got those, things are gonna go a bit crazy.
Yeah, Underlord is very close to Mechanism, and
bot lane, they're going again. Yeah, feels bad, man. He goes down. Master comes in to try and get a revenge kill, and Angry Irishman looks like he might go down, and in fact, Jex, he'll just TP straight out, realizing he's got no chance.
That was a nice heads-up play from lane. I think it was one thing I remember your cast and us is that we just TP'd out all the time, and you come to at one point, and I think this line has the same idea. He knows when to just TP out and just get the hell out of it and save his life.
Well, it seems to be something within the NAB side of things that just everyone just knows exactly when to TP out. Yeah, no, by the way, those TPs were amazing. Every single time. I was like, how are they doing this? Mid lane, Marvi, I thought he was about to go in, but he's got to be careful here, Moo. He's it's like he could jump in, but he's just so afraid he's just going to get stun locked the whole time.
Yeah, like if he gets echo slammed, he's most likely dead unless he cancels his attack like last time. So they're both acknowledging they can both die very easily. It comes down to little things like if he gets the echo slam first, or if he like dodges a fish or something.
Lanray, bot lane, stun with the Centaur, an Irishman. I think he's in big trouble. The Stampede is available if they want to use it, but they haven't quite yet. Master, he's going to keep chasing, and they're going to go after Jex now, but the Enigma's coming in with the Black Hole. Is he going to use it? I don't think so quite yet. He's actually baiting it out, maybe. The Lion in big trouble. The Stampede now committed. Still no Black Hole from Patience. He's holding on to a pretty long Jex. He's trying to back off from the Centaur, but he's in big trouble. The stun was there, though. He's still juking him out. Patience. He's chasing. No, he'll blink out. Lanray will walk away with this, I think. And Moo, he's trying to chase, but no mana left.
Patience living up to his name, holding on to that Black Hole for ages. And also some nice jukes from the Lion there. See what to get away from there. Centaur. We see it with these fights, just scrappy fights all over the map. So which is what I love. But it's hard to avoid when we have heroes like Undying and Centaur when we just run at them. One thing I like to know as well is that this Weaver went for treads, and personally, I like to go full greed and go no treads or go straight for like Dragon Lance.
Well,
I think he appreciates the extra strats this game.
They're gonna go on to Patience here. Marvi's in the got the Invias, and no, they found him in the Sentry. There's a stun coming out from Patience, and luckily for him, he had that ward, so he gets the hell out.
Yeah, he's very lucky to have that Sentry there, but as there's a Weaver, maybe could have expected that after having the Weaver down there the whole time. Maybe walk through the trees a little bit, but nevertheless, Patience gets away. He's still holding us a Black Hole.
That's the thing. I've noticed a lot of Enigma players. They don't like this. They don't want to just use it straight away. Echo Slam in the mid lane. Yeah, Angry Irishman. Link straight away. Jex is almost down, but that Link's doing a lot right now. The Fisher comes out. The Decay as well. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like any kills are going to occur, but they're still chasing. Marvi, he's got the blink actually. He can go in. The stun, he gets it. And this looks really bad now for Angry Irishman. He's still running though. He's pretty darn fast. Marvi, he's got the Fisher now. Will he get it off? He's holding on, now he uses it, but not enough damage. Moo comes in as well, zips in. Marvi, he's still trying to juke them. And the uphill, no TP though. He's got no TP, he's stuck.
It's just a safe play. It's safe to assume they have a ward up there at 14. So maybe just a panic play, but a good one nevertheless. So he mentioned, actually, he runs right into the fun.
Yeah, Moo, he's going to find him now. Can he get a kill then? Marvi, he's pretty cheeky, this bloke. He does get the Fisher. No, he doesn't. He misses. Pit of Malice as well, and they'll get the kill. Wow. I mean, bit early.
That was a really good Fisher dodge from Moo, ensuring he gets the kill. Also many Blink Dagger, Shaker plays, and runs away.
I was a bit intrigued though. Like, I thought he might have, stuck up there a bit longer, but I guess at the end of the day, he's just losing farm and XP. Holding on to that, waiting. I was just mentioning the Enigmas these days, it just feels like they hold on to that Black Hole way too long. Because that call, just use it straight. I would just use it immediately on a solo kill.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And I think until about 20-25 minutes, solo Black Holes for like one kill is completely fine. Because otherwise, look, it's been on cooldown, I think, the whole game. Well, the whole time it's been 6 days, anyways. And like literally, it could be on cooldown. It'll be coming off cooldown, I think, if you used it, but now, so there's no harm in just throwing it out.
Well, he might try to use it on Lanray. Lanray, he will find Toffer. Moo's there, jumps in, Pit of Malice again. They do use the Vortex. Doesn't look like they're even going to need the Black Hole. It's just very quick kill onto the Centaur.
Yeah, it's a very nice kill because it's so close to the tier 1s. They get an objective off of it too. But one thing I'd like to know is that Enigma didn't go any points in Midnight Pulse, which I think is a mistake because, as we miss the Angry Irishman falling once again, but...
Well, I caught it. They actually used the Disruptor ulti, but, I mean, that was a guaranteed kill. He was going absolutely nowhere, so I didn't bother saying anything.
Yeah.
They do get a tier 1, though.
Yeah, and with the Midnight Pulse, I think you definitely should level it. 3 strength heroes. The max HP or the max HP damage is very good.
Oh,
It's
looks
like the Underlord.
looks like they might initiate here. Lanray, he's got the Stampede. Moo's waiting around, baiting him out. Master's there as well. Are they going to go revamp? He's got the Glimpse and the Kinetic Field, but no ulti. The Hex comes out. Big stun. It's onto 2. And Moo, he was in a bit of trouble. Patience, he's in the back lines. Toffa, he's taking the front lines right now. They take out 1, so Lanray's gone. Patience, he's going to have to do something here, but he'll go down before anything comes out. Feels bad, man. Dealing a lot of damage to Toffa. Meanwhile, Moo, he's going to take out that Disruptor. The Pit Lord will end up going down. Angry Irishman, he'll be the next target. It's currently a 2 for 2, but actually, no, it was a 3 for 2. Looks like Lion may have respawned. Razor will end up going down as well. And I mean, things just did not work out well for the Radiant there.
Yeah, it's a fight could have been executed better. I think the Centaur should have jumped the Lion instead of the Underlord. And I think it's a Razor he jumped. Or like the Storm. It was Underlord and someone, and those 2 heroes, they weren't in position to burst him. So I think if he goes to the line and bursts him, then he takes half the disables of the team out, and that fight probably, maybe the Centaur would survive, because he did die to the finger. But nevertheless, Urshick comes in, cleans up, manages to take out the Enigma before he gets the Black Hole off. So still having to use the Black Hole Enigma. But yeah, the Urshick coming in, showing the damage he can do in the mid game.
Bit of a, like, it's just questionable. Like, Patience, he's really not committing it at all. Like, he just does not want to touch that R button.
I saw him trying. I saw his hands flail desperately in the air trying to cast her, but got a totem to the face, unfortunately. But I think they should just like smoke up and just look for the Earthshaker or someone, or at least get some deep wards down, and maybe just a chance to use the Black Hole. Cause holding onto it farming really isn't doing anything. It's not utilizing the hero properly, in my opinion.
Well, we're 18 minutes in and we haven't seen 1 yet. Yeah, it's just it's very questionable. Gray, he's also commenting in the chat about no Boots Weaver, which I agree with. You mentioned it before. I agree. I don't even bother with Boots either on the Weaver. Actually, Jex, top lane, he gets caught out from the Centaur and he's going down pretty darn fast. They had a ward at the top hill, so they actually saw him.
Yeah, nice warding up, putting vision, setting up vision for. That's a really good play when you're going for a tower push, especially for like tier 2s. You put your wards on like the hill next to them, so you can jump the important hills.
Oh, bot lane, Lanray gets a stun off on Pit Lord, but Toffa's pretty tanky. Actually, there's a glimpse onto the Razor, Kinetic Field as well as the ulti, and they're both stuck in there with the silence as well. But he gets the Pit Lord ulti before it, and he gets out.
We were shooting on the Underlord, but managed to save the Angry Irishman from dying yet again. I feel like this is very sad for the Razor, because Razor is supposed to be one of the tiers really survivable, but he's been gone on. I think all of his deaths been in the bot lane when he's like laning and he just gets ganked. So I think he just needs to catch up in the jungle, take some farm. He's got a BKB locked up. BKB is very good for the spicy bees, but my logic here is that there's no point getting BKB if you're not going to do anything with it. Like,
very
I feel like you
questionable.
just need some raw stats, maybe.
Indeed. It's some questionable decisions being made here. Nevertheless, like, I mean, they need to do something right now. They are behind. In fact, we'll bring up the net worth graph and see how far, but no, actually, they're not that behind, surprisingly enough. It's almost even in terms of gold. In fact, they're actually leading by 500 gold.
Yeah, I think this is just the nature of Sofa Kingdom's draft. They're able to farm really well with the Storm and the Enigma. I farm very well. They might be going for a remote play or just a play in general. They find an illusion, but that's not the real shaker, buddy. You've been bamboozled.
Hold on a minute, though. I didn't realize you could actually link an illusion and steal the damage.
Wait, did you get?
Yeah, he did.
I didn't know that either. Wow. Today I learned.
Wow, that's a thing.
I'm not sure if that's intended, or it's just one of those things that happens just because there's so many interactions in Dota. You couldn't possibly like some more, but
Oh,
that
Patience.
actually illusion is tanky.
Look at Patience,
He
though.
has a Sanj.
He's in. I thought he was gonna walk directly towards the Dire Heroes. They did end up smoking up, but it's gonna expire. The tier 2 goes down. They were, I don't know, they're a bit split up at the moment. Marvy seems to know exactly what's going on because he's in position to go. Toffa, he's going to get the Pit of Malice. Not going to matter too much though, and in fact the Dire, they're just happy with the towers. They're going to back out again.
Yeah, good coordination from Spicy Thieves, backing up for the team, making sure no one gets caught. And Civic just a bit slow on rotating. I feel like they definitely could have fought that, but didn't get their hero there in time. Lion coming up to that blink, but I think more the problem is that he's really under level. He's level 9 at 21 minutes, and saying that so kind of is the Razor. He's only level 11. I mean, his Enigma is only 1 behind.
It's definitely not the best leveling from the Radiant, unfortunately. We should mention, I don't understand this. I mean, he's got a Sanj on the Earthshaker. What does?
Yeah, he's going for the Halberd. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it is quick by. He's got the Tasman evasion, so he's going to be going for the Halberd. I'm not sold on it. Anything. I can see the value of it. You can use if you get that amount of damage, but I think just getting that Shadow Blade and but getting more active on the map is the best thing you can do. And maybe get Halberd on like the Stentor, on the Undying. Because it's not like there's other heroes that can't buy it. But nevertheless, it gives them evasion, gives them. So it's not awful, but I think the Shadow Blade would have been better to go first.
It sure seems that way. I'm not sure about the hell, but obviously it's good utility. But yeah, I don't know. It felt like he probably could have, like you said, just gone for the Shadow Blade, but he will go for it now. He's queued it up straight away, so yeah. He'll rotate straight into that item. Both teams appear to be farming. I mean, I don't want to be that guy that continues to say the same thing, but we're 23 minutes in. We still haven't seen one, Mizzy.
I think it's more on Spicy Thieves to go fight though, because Sofa Kingdom can outfarm them, and I think one mistake is Spicy Thieves making is that they're getting kills, they're getting objectives, and then they're just backing off on farming, so they don't have any like momentum.
Well, Storm just jumped in and took a Disruptor, so I suppose that's one good little kill from Mu, and I mean, yep.
So this is what's gonna happen when you're playing against a hero like Storm. You're gonna be split out farming the map, and he's gonna jump when your supports when he's out of position, and then he's gonna slowly creep up, and he's got 13 Bloodstone charges already in Oblivion stuff. I feel like Spicy Thieves really need to just make the call and go. The Earthshaker is super strong. The Weaver is relatively strong. Actually, he has the Lincolns now, which should be coming out, which should make him super good. Centaur is super mobile now with his 4-star and Blink, so I think they just need to keep the momentum going. That's what...
Looks like there is going to be a smoke here, Mizzy. They'll go smoke straight away. Question is who they'll find. Jex is in the mid, but they don't want that. That's just too much. Not enough, I should say, for a 5-man rotation.
I think the best move is to move up top, because they saw the they were out of the jungle, and then they can go onto the tier 2 tower. But yeah, I take it to the enemy jungle, and the smoke gonna run out soon.
They're gonna find them eventually. I guess they're right next to them.
Oh, it's about to run out.
Yeah, it's about to run out, but they're in the Roshan, actually. They're nearby. Toffa, he's going to be the first target. The Pit of Malice goes down. There's the Echo Slam. Jex is gone. Toffa, he's going to go down pretty fast as well. The Fisher comes out, and I don't think that wasn't even about 5 seconds.
Yeah, so yeah, maybe they heard my calls from last time, and they instantly gone the line. Noticing how value that hero is for the Radiant. Instantly take him out, and with the line Underworld instantly dead, the Surf Kingdom boys just back off. But see, this is the thing. The Spicy thing is they could have done this like 5 minutes ago. Is the only thing. So they would have 5, and then Surf Kingdom would have 5 minutes less worth of farm. So it would be even easier. But they're coming back now. They can keep the momentum going. I like to see them go straight top or straight mid, go for a tier 2.
Very intriguing.
The thing is that the high ground isn't the best. I guess they have the Dragon Lance on the Weaver, so they can just sit down high ground and just whack it a couple times. But improvement from what I saw, them getting some objectives now.
Yeah, well, I suppose they're doing what you've said. They've gone in, they've made a gank happen, and they're really showing how fast they can just delete heroes. They committed the Echo Slam on the line. Not willing to wait, not looking for that 5-man Echo. Just get rid of it. They're now taking Roshan. And I'm wondering, I mean, after this Roshan, they're going to have the Aegis. There's really only 2 T2s on the map left. So this could be a very early high ground attempt as well.
Yeah. And as you mentioned, yeah, the 1-9 Echo Slam, I think it's very important for just applying to Enigma and all general big ultis that you don't need to get the highlight reel 5-man Echo Slam. Just if you get one here and you kill them and you win the fight because of it, and then it's going to be so much better than a 5-man black hole that never happens because you just don't use it.
Very intriguing.
And it looks like they are going to go top. They are moving together, so keeping the momentum on, keeping the pressure on, trying to kill them before they get to this point. I think they get to their point, to get their peak, sorry, when the Storm finishes as Orchid and the Razor finishes BKB, which I think he's going for. The Lion's already got Blink, and the Enigma has an Atos. I mean, Atos is a great item, especially against Weaver, and it's pretty good versus anyone's Stampede running at you, but not an Enigma. I feel like the stats are great and everything, but you want that mechanism, you want that Blink, you want that BKB, like... I feel like that's an item you don't really need, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Quite a waste of gold.
Well, they're going for the tier 2 now. Gonna be going very fast, obviously. They've got the enchant totem to help out quite a lot. Pit of Malice goes down from Toffa and he'll drop the Firestorm, but not gonna really do anything at this point, and they'll back off straight away and not interested at all in going for a team fight.
Yeah, they're instantly TPing bottom. We're gonna try and catch Moo.
Oh, the Lincolns. He had the stun, but I don't think he realized that the Lincolns was there.
Yeah. It is a fresh Lincolns about 5 minutes ago, so they probably didn't notice. But feels bad, man. Pushing in mid, hopefully the rest of the team are gonna group up, take that tower. I think they can slow siege high ground. They put their Aegis on the Weaver, which I think is the right play because he's the sieging hero. So he can go up, hit tower, not be that scared. And it looks like they are going to be grouping mid. There's going to be some split push attempts, and this is them utilizing the Underlord well. They might have practiced Oscrim with this hero before, so because they're playing with it well, they're going top to split push, and they know they can just ult back. Saying that, they're backing off now, but
well, there is
they
a
have
smoke.
smoked up.
Yeah. Looks like Jex will be the target. They're going to find him. Or can they catch up? Lanray hasn't used the Stampede yet, but he should know. Angry Irishman, he could be the target himself. The stun not coming out because of the Pit of Malice. The Hex was there from Jex as well. The stun, the Fisher, the Echo Slam comes out. Now the Stampede. Patience, he's there as well. He finally throws out the black hole. It's on to 2, and it's going to make all the difference maybe. No, Master will survive through all this, but it's 2 down for the Dire, and it could be 3 very soon. Marvy, he's still trying to fight. Master goes down. He's got the Aegis though. Jex, he's still alive through all this. Marvy's going to go down. Now Lanray, he's still trying to chase Jex, but Jex is just styling all over him. It's going to be a full team wipe maybe. Angry Irishman alive as well. And I think Weaver's had enough. My goodness, we finally see the black hole and we see a 4-man wipe for nothing.
Yeah, a great play and great positioning, especially from Sofa Kingdom. You see the instant jump from the Centaur, sorry. But he was caught in the middle of 3 heroes. He wasn't sure what to do, and they get hexed up by the Lion. And the Lion not getting caught is so crucial to them winning the team fight. Then he can get his disabled out. Then Urshiga blinked in, and he was also trapped in the middle of 3 heroes. So he didn't know what to do. He just echoed, I think, the damage clip Razor, but not the stun. So then he did get black hold, and then the zombies, as you can see, were wreaking havoc. Not the tombstone, and but Weaver lucky to get out with that Aegis.
Can we talk about Jex though? I mean, Jex was... Wait, actually, hold on a minute. Angry Irishman, it may be a bit of a bait here because Centaur's going down. It looks like he tried to get healed up, but it did not work. Toffa's there as well, and he can use Pit of Malice if necessary, but he'll just commit the ulti, and maybe he'll take his team with him. I was just gonna say though, Mizzy, the Lion Jex, in that last team fight with the 4-man wipe, I mean, they couldn't kill him the whole time, and it was just hex after hex and stun after stun that was coming out from him.
Yeah, this Lion doing a lot of work, and the team was back saying, I got this guys, go for the frog, go for the stun guy. And also, That Storm, come on, bro. You could have got that Undying as well. Disappointed, really. But no, he's just playing the safe play. It's getting the center and getting out.
Well, Toffa. They're not really scared anymore on the Radiant side. It's 12 to 12 now. Net worth is 2k in the way of SK, and they're the ones that are approaching the Dire base now. They're not really afraid anymore.
Yeah. If I was Spicy Thieves, I'd be scared right now. You can feel the game slowly slipping.
They had
The greedy draft will prevail in the later the game goes.
I suppose so, yeah, we can't argue with that point. The Swarm comes out, and it looks like they're gonna try and go for a fight. The Echo Slam is up, the Pit of Malice, stunning from Landray onto 2. There's the ulti from Disruptor holding 2 in. There's the Echo Slam, but it didn't really do too much at the moment. And actually, I'm copying a bit of lag at the moment, but now it's gone. Marvi, he's struggling at the moment. He's been rooted in place. He's going down. Irishman goes down as well, though. Master, he's still chasing. It's a 1-for-1 at this point. Patience. He's got the Black Hole in like 3 seconds, but looks like he's going to lose his life. And I don't know if he'll commit it, and he won't. It's a 3-for-1 at this point, and make it a 4-for-1. Toffa's gone down as well. Where the hell is the Storm Spirit? He's just hiding at the moment, and actually he's going to blink in. He zips in, gets one, and that was pretty cheeky. And oh, he might lose his life. He's got no mana. Landray with the stun. Now the double edge. The silence comes out. Swarm will miss, but Moo, he's going to make a run for this. I don't know if he can any longer, though. The Shrine, he's going to have the mana to get out of here, but he uses it. He's actually styling all over them. Landray goes down. Moo is an absolute god at this point, but I think this is the end, and he'll give a big streak away. That was a godlike streak he gave to Master just then.
Yeah. He did play very well once he got to the Shrine, but I feel like he definitely could have got out there. He's a remnant when he was walking up the hill, which could be an extra amount to zip away. But in general, that team fight, they're just ignoring the tombstone. Last fight, they're able to get away with it because the tombstone came later, but they got the great 2-man stampede from the center and into the beautiful ult from the disruptor. But you still have my zombies. It's like the freaking apocalypse out here, and this. No one can run, no one can hide. You can't position when you're 100 movement speed, and they just get absolutely destroyed by this Desolator Weaver freshly picked up.
Well,
so a little bit light in the tunnel for Spicy Thieves.
Moo's actually just picked up a Bloodthorn as well, so maybe this could add a Spicy Thieves obviously, like we just saw, they've put something back into the game, but Moo's now got a Bloodthorn, which is a bit scary because that damage output is pretty insane. But if they can just, get that kind of coordination again, like they did in that last fight, it feels like they really have no issues because there's just so much disable from the Dire side.
Honestly, I really don't like the Bloodthorn pickup. I think Bloodthorn's a great item thing, but he has 0 defensive items whatsoever. Like if he gets caught out by like a stomp into static field, he's just dead, and that 7k net worth put into the Bloodthorn is useless because he's just dead. So I'd like to see him go like Orchid, like then BKB, then Bloodthorn, but he's actually going Shivas. He's going full greed on the Storm. I'm not really sure. We'll see if it comes later to nip him in the bud, but
it really feels like if he just got a BKB, there's just so much value. In this kind of game, like there's just too much value tonight.
Against an Earthshaker, and especially a core Earthshaker, there's no excuse to not go BKB, and also on top of that there's a Disruptor, and there's also a Centaur, and there's also an Undying on top of that, so it's like there's no excuse not to go BKB, because I'm saying this as a person, many of my friends will say I love avoiding go BKB. Like I hate that item, I think it's the most boring item in the game, but sometimes you can't avoid it. But this Storm's trying his best. Well,
they've smoked up here, and they've left Patience behind, but he'll follow up. Maybe this is a bait for Patience, but it looks like Toffa's going to run straight into Phil's bad man. The Pit of Malice, not successful. They need Moo to jump in on someone, it feels, and he's not there. Angry Irishman, is he going to go?
Towards the Shrine.
They can't really find anyone, though. Jex, he hasn't found anyone either. He has that Blink Dagger, and just nobody's showing on the map. The Dire being very aware of what's going on here. And this is going to be unsuccessful. Unless Patience, he roots up one. There's the Hex as well. He drops that, the Midnight Pulse, but it doesn't matter. He gets blown up. Now Lion could be the next target. Yeah, and he's just one hit from Marvi. My goodness. And is Landray going to keep going? Yeah, they'll get the glimpse. And yeah, Pit Lord, I don't see him surviving here. Fisher's there as well, and They even commit the ulti just for the sake of it, but that's a big one. 3 down.
Shaker absolutely slapping pulls left and right with that double damage. Jesus. But I think that fight was just on the bad positioning of Surfer Kingdom. Like they run in the jungle, then they like kind of split up a bit, then they walk into the enemy shrine, which is even worse. So the Enigma gets picked off on the left. So that's a massive team fight hero out. And there's 2 heroes alone, and they just get ran down. And obviously the Lion gets smacked into next week by that totem on Earthshaker's back. Well, ironically, it's the rest of Earthshaker's team, as he seems to be putting the team on his back, saying, "Let's go, guys," as he wants to pressure these objectives.
Yeah, I mean that Lion, he's gonna feel that for a few weeks. That was literally got the taste slapped out of his mouth from that Earthshaker, and it's pretty it was. I mean, it's just devastating. One hit.
Yeah.
One hit. Come on. What is this?
It's really crazy. Osprog saying my finest creation. It's almost as nice as a double damage Sven. Yeah. Atos on, I don't know, is it with the people in this game and Atos is, but everyone seems to love him. He's got Atos on Centaur now. I guess the bit booster is good for Centaur, but it's very good against Storm. Actually, I guess it can punish Storm a lot because he's not going BKB.
It's just it's such a long range as well. Like, it's such a silly long range. Actually, speaking of Storm and Weaver, Storm's going on Weaver, and actually Lanray's there to help, but he'll get the Weaver first. Lanray, can he get the stun? No, he has a Stampede. No stun available quite yet, but they'll take out Mu. He actually kills himself, but that's the best he could have done in that instance. No mana available to keep zipping out. And
here we see Weaver's Greed being the death of him only having the Link defensive item. He was also, I like to know the Storm was quite lucky because after the Bloodborne ended and he got the Orchid burn, he critted as well, so it was like a 200 crit thing. And I think if he didn't crit, he would be able to get the time-ups off. So quite lucky there from Storm, but he goes down nevertheless. Not really worth, I don't think, losing Bloodstone charges. And when he's the highest net worth as well, it's just kind of...
Well, there might be a Roche fight here. Toffa with the big bit of malice, and silenced up Enigma actually from the Disruptor ulti. That's not too good, but Revamp's in big trouble here. Looks like he will end up losing his life to Toffa, maybe. He's Glimmer caped up, but looks like it's not really going to matter. Marvi not interested in fighting at this point. Mu comes in as well, and he keeps going. Actually, there's a silence on ES, but he's got a haste, luckily for him. But this will basically confirm that they're going to get the Roshan. Unfortunately for them, though, their tier 3 tower at top's being pushed in, so they're not really going to be able to push, I don't think.
They should go fight right now, though. Weaver's up for life. He could shrine. They need to go, like, Lincoln and Echo, but... I feel like they definitely could afford it. Like, if they Echo it when the Roshan's low, and they get the Centaur follow-up, and they get Weaver in as well, they can 5-man wipe them there, but maybe not seeing the opportunity, and handing over the Aegis to the Storm, which is very scary.
Oh, Marvi's being cheeky again. He's looking for someone. He's going to find a Razor. He's actually got a double damage as well. He's not going to do anything with it, though. He does not want to commit on the Razor, but honestly, with a double damage, he would basically be hitting for 800 with the Enchant Totem, maybe even more.
Jesus, yeah. We'll see if he does it, but it's quite insane, I would agree. So Razor... He's got the Pike and the BKB. I think he needs to go for some armor item now. And yeah, he instantly keeps up the AC. It's a nice mixture of tankiness and damage.
Well, there's going to be a big team fight here, Mizzy. They're coming for that tier 3, but all the ultis are up on the side of the Dire. And it's going to be really... It feels like it's up to Mu to carry this fight, or Patience to get a massive black hole. He's got the blink as well, and they're going to jump in straight away onto the line, it looks like. And no, it's actually the Razor, my apologies. They'll take him out. Mu comes in. Big stun from the line. My goodness. And Pit Lord going to get silenced up here. The dunk onto the Storm. They're going to actually take him out. Mu, he'll lose the Aegis. Meanwhile, Jex, he gets another one. He'll get revamped in the back lines. Feels Badman jumps in. Marvi, he's still going. They root up Mu. Patience, he's still looking for the black hole, but he just keeps getting that blink cancelled. Beautiful stun from Lanray, my goodness, and they'll take out the Storm. Toffa, he's going to have to back off. Patience, he's got nobody left to black hole with, and Marvi's going to go try to kill off this Pit Lord. The ulti committed, but it does not matter when you've got an Earthshaker, and I mean, that's a double kill, and Enigma's stuck on the uphill, and they know where he is. That's a full team wipe, and I mean, look, I don't want to be this guy, Mizzy, but it's 40 minutes in. There's been one black hole. I've been counting this. One.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but something about Earthshaker just running up to like 2 heroes, slapping them, blinking to the next one, and one-shotting both of them is just very, very funny. The jump there from the Centaur, definitely MVP that fight. Gets a jump onto Razor, bursts him down, got that big core out of the way. Then he comes back in for the triple stun, and he actually managed to survive, I think, with his 4-star. So props to Centaur that fight. Great stunts from him, and they'll be pressuring, poking the noses up the high ground.
I don't know if this can be stopped, Mizzy, to be honest. Like, Enigma's down for another 20 seconds, and he's that one dude you really need in this high ground defense, it feels like. And Master, he's got that Deso, so just... the tower just melts only by him. You didn't even have any help with the tower.
I feel like they could have... I feel like they could have hard committed in that with the Underlord dead. Because they can't really die when there's only 3 heroes.
They smoked up.
They fake back.
Yeah, this is the play. Toffa, he's going to run straight into them. Landray, does he want to go? I think they will. Toffa still hasn't realized what's going on, and he's going to get blown up, and I think this is when they're going to go.
Yeah, that's a really good pick. That's one of the best high ground heroes. So you won't have the obnoxious fire, the pit, and firestorm to...
If you run into this team, you're going to have to remember what they're doing here.
Yeah, I'm taking notes right now. They should be able to get this tower. It depends if they'll play it safe, back off the shrines, or go for the Rex. If I were there, I'll go for the Rex. It's very easy.
Well, Patience drops the Midnight Pulse, breaks the Lincolns on Master. I mean, he can time-lapse, so I don't think he's too concerned. Actually, Moo jumps in with the silence. I think he's still fine. There's the Disruptor ultimate just on the Enigma. Line with the stun. Looks like Disruptor will be going down. Feels bad, man. Puts up the Tombstone. And Angry Irishman, the damage he's copying, he goes down from Master. And they can't defend this. Landray jumps in. They'll take out. Was that Moo? No, it wasn't. It was actually just the Razor, but... I mean, Lion, I should say, but... the Rax is going. They can't defend this.
So for Kingdom's greed being the death of them, this Enigma having an Atos instead of a BKB, there's no armor on the Razor.
He just... the black hole does not come out ever. They'll root Storm Spirit again, and I think Moo's kind of screwed here, maybe, if they can lock him in place, but they don't really have much more mana to go. Marvy, he's going to blink, he will go for it, and he'll get it. Toffa will go down, and this is a double Rax, and potentially GG, it looks like.
I think this is the game call. They might go for one more fight when everyone's...
Or Moo, he jumps in the Vortex. He's going after Centaur, but not enough damage coming out. Moo, he's going to lose his life. No, he uses a cheese, but he will lose his life, and I'm not going to be surprised if they call it right here, Lizzie.
Zip.
Oh, the blink. Oh, he goes in the BKB though. Marvy, he's going to turn around. He will... no, they'll let it go. JX comes in, breaks the Lincolns, but doesn't really matter. And surprisingly enough, they're not calling GG yet. 2 racks down, but they're like, screw it. It's not enough to call us, get us out of the game yet.
Yeah. I think this game came down to the itemization on the Storm and the Razor and the Enigma. Like, if Enigma had BKB, if Razor had an armor item, like Shiva's AC, or then if Storm had a BKB, I think this game would have gone a lot differently, because this Earthshaker is allowed to put in so much work, because no one's buying BKB or armor. So he can just go in and like 2-shot the Lion, and there's not much save there. They're not completely out, they still have a chance. It's not mega creep, it's only 2 lanes. They have a Storm which can ball out of control, and is he going for the BKB? No, he's finishing the Lincolns.
Yeah, I don't... he's only got 4 Bloodstone charges now as well, and that really sucks when you're a Storm Spirit and you had like, 14, and then you're down to 4 now, so the regen's so much lower. He does find Master. He's right next to him in the trees, but Master might actually go on him. They've both got Bloodthorns, actually. That's the funny part. There's the black hole onto 1, but finally it comes out, and they might just get the kill onto Weaver. Will they? Yes, they do. The Stampede, not enough, and his team was just too late there to help out.
And quick side note, if that Atos on Reaver wasn't agged instead, then Weaver probably would have survived. But hey ho, what are you gonna do? That's hindsight for you. But very nice bait from the Storm there.
Indeed it was. They're going to go for a Rax here. I feel like they know this could possibly be their only chance to actually get back into the game here. No black hole, but they're not too concerned. They've only thrown out 2 this game so far.
he should buy back just as the Centaur blink storms, and they can take a very nice fight with no black hole.
Well, it depends whether they're going to stick around. They're trying to force it, it looks like, and Moo's waiting in the back lines. He's just waiting for that right moment to jump. Now they'll stun it to Topper, but it was a bit of a kind of like a baitish sort of stun. There's another stun from Fisher, or from A Fisher, but Topper's literally just sitting there tanking, and they know that if they jump, there's going to be some repercussions. They are going to deal a bit of damage. There's a riddle to Marvy, but BKB's the stun out from Lanray. Can they go? Oh, it looks like they'll go on to the actual Disruptor, and Jex almost takes him out. And now the Link as well. Topper actually does take out Revamp, so Revamp's gone, but Jex is gone as well. They did force out the BKB. There's the dunk. Oh. Marvy, he's going to make some plays. Lanray misses the stun, but the Stampede's coming in. They'll at least get a Razor, it looks like. Unless he turns around here. He's got the BKB. No Link available. Did not commit the ulti either. And looks like they'll get him. The root's there. And Angry Irishman will be going down. And, I mean, he has buyback, so there is a defense attempt here that can be made.
That was good from Dyer, but it should have been a lot better. Like, I think Weaver needs to hold on this buyback. Like, they didn't need to lose to tier 3. And he didn't need to hold on to the buyback for so long. They could have just blinked, storm, fought back, gone in, and then somebody's dead because someone's going to Bloodthorn. But nevertheless, they hold. They killed the Razor and the Lion. And looks like they're going to be waiting for Roche, which is up in 2 minutes.
Well, Marvy's actually got a heart now. 4.5k HP on Marvy.
Yeah, and he's going to hit super hard with that strength. Like, he already hits for 300 without... Let's see. And that's just about 1.3k damage. Seems good.
Well, that's balanced.
Osrog, my finest creation. Everything working as intended.
I'm surprised he hasn't gone for like a Daedalus or something yet.
Yeah, I think Heart is better than Daedalus because the Heart obviously gives you tankiness as well, but also gives you a shitload of damage. Obviously, it's not much as Daedalus, but I feel Daedalus is a lot more memey because it's more chance based and Heart's more solid. But I would definitely love to see Daedalus. I'm with you on that.
Well, they're going to go in. I think they're very, very confident here. Even though the net worth lead is not that far, like they've got about 12k. I mean, in terms of like their coordination and the execution, it just feels so much easier for them than it is for the SK boys. The smoke goes up, and if they catch one big core here, that's pretty much the game. They'll get one, and who is it? It's Razor. Pit of Malice, there's the dunk straight away, and they know they're going to take him out. But the stun from Lion, and then is there a black hole? Yes, there is. It's on the floor, but it's cancelled off. Oh, that's bad. And Moo comes in, though. Lanray looks like he might lose his life here, but the tombstone was down. Moo goes down, and it looks like actually they can defend this. There's 2 down so far, and that's actually it's 2 for 2. Never mind, Jex is going down as well. Triple kill for Master. Patience. I mean, you know, he's been patient, but he's going down as well, it looks like. Good night, Irene, and that's an ultra kill for him. No Rampage, but GG is probably better. Actually, never mind, they're buying back. And will this force them to back off? It looks like it just might. No, never mind. Master wants to go for it. There's the Link as well. And actually, that Sakuchi speed is kind of a big deal.
With no BKB and no Link, I think this Weaver can play around them, but...
Well, Lanray. Well, there's the Hex. Can they get this Centaur? It looks like they just may be able to, but then Master turns around and gets Patience. So it's a 1-for-1 in that sense. And are they going to keep going here, Jex? You know, he'll let it go. But, I mean, that was a great fight for the Dire. They forced out 3 buybacks. And,
This Centaur is coming in clutch. He forced off, ignores the end of the blinks on the Razor, the good hero to catch. So props to the Centaur for noticing the correct hero to go for. He just barely gets away on literally, I think it was 75 HP. And he gets grieved, and he gets forced off, and he gets like solar creds or glimmer cakes or whatever they have. And he just survives that. And I think if he did die there, it would have been game perhaps. But nevertheless, still got 3 buybacks out. Weavers didn't die, so... I think Roshan's up now. Weaver can just go solo that. Get a nice little Aegis to put in place of his Ring of Aquila.
And this is one of those spectacular kind of games. It's extremely entertaining. I've got to say...
I'd like you to take a gander over to the Earthshaker's quick play.
What have we got here?
It's gonna happen. It's the Daedalus. He's gonna go in and do like a 1.7k crit on the line. He's gonna absolutely dissipate, and he's gonna be found in like the next game somewhere, like in the trees. He's gonna be bashed out into next week.
Well, there's a pause. And a disconnect. Marvy, he's just getting ready for it. He's actually just gotten up and started stretching because he's going to swing that totem harder than ever.
He's gone for a walk. He's relaxing his mind. He's warming up his hands. He's got like a fidget spinner in his hands. He's warming up his fingers. He's ready to bring the pain.
Oh. Well, Marvy, he'll be with that Daedalus. I mean, he'll be literally slapping people all the way to the future. And spoiler alert, I don't think Half-Life 3 exists in the future, but Marvy will. Yeah, well, you know, we'll find out. I'm sure one of the players is going to go there and find out. Marvy, look, he's being nice. He's saying, "Do you want to go? Do you actually want to?
Do you want to be slapped into the future generations?" And they're going, "Yeah, let's go." But this Underlord, He's got the plate mail and the chainmail, desperately covering himself in armor. He knows the pain is coming.
Oh,
the storm's got BKB in his quick buy.
Oh goodness gracious! Well,
that fight has never made me more happy, but I feel like maybe a tad late. But we'll see how this fight goes. This will be the last fight, I presume.
Unfortunately, BKB does not stop physical attacks. And that's probably going to be an issue. Marvy, it doesn't look like he'll actually get there in time anyway, because they're just going to be, you know, interested in just stopping the game now. Is there a black hole? Yes, there is. So there's still a good chance if they can get a big black hole like last game. The only problem with last game's one is Disruptor actually was in the backlines and cancelled it with the ulti. So that was well played to him. Tier 3 will be going down. Master will get that. Toffa drops the Pit of Malice, and that will stop them for a while, but not too long. Lanray looking for the attempt here. Very patient.
It's like how do you kill the Earthshaker? He has essentially 6.2k HP with the cheese. So some will be myth. Will be with there, but just a little back and forth.
Oh, they're going Toffa. He'll be the target, the root. Actually, in the backlines, Moo's coming. He silences one. There's the black hole. It's onto two. The dunk comes out from Marvy, and he's dealing a lot of damage here, but Angry Irishman joins in as well. Moo will jump out of there straight away. Toffa, what can he really do here? But actually, it's a 1-for-1 so far. Master, he'll take out the second. It looks like Razor goes down. Undying almost loses his life, but the Tombstone is still there, dealing a lot of damage. And Toffa will be losing his life as well. He'll be the third. The fourth, in fact, comes out from Marvy. And yeah, that's going to be GG. There's no buybacks left on three of them. Razor will buy back, and they're going to try their best. Moo, he'll jump in. He'll take out one at the least. Can he take out a second? Looks like Undying is going to go down. Maybe they can defend this. Master, can he take out Moo? No, he can't. But that's Megas at this point. Marvy comes in. The Fisher, one more hit. No, apparently not, but the Swarm's still there. And yeah, well, look, it's still Megas at the end of the day. No, can he get the kill? He's still going for it. Who's he going to go for, though? Angry Irishman.
He's got Pike in the second. Oh, why did he? Yeah, it doesn't matter. I think it was over anyway. But,
well, they're cool, GG.
Yep.
It was a great game. Good attempt from both teams. Bit unfortunate for SK. They just couldn't get the coordination right, it feels like. But, well,
yeah.
I mean, that's 1-0. Mizzy, we're gonna be back in about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put some music on. We're gonna go quiet, and yeah, guys, we'll be back in about 5 minutes or so. So just stick around, and yeah, we'll be back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this game 2 of Best of 2 between Sofa Kingdom and Spicy Thieves. It is Mike LaPhoenix. Joining me today is Mizzy. Mizzy, how are you feeling after game 1?
I'm feeling great. Saw some cowl the totem on his back, slap some fools all around, up, down, left, right, into the next dimension. But I'm ready to see if that Earthshaker is gonna get a respect ban. I wouldn't be that surprised, but it would be quite funny.
Well, he's an absolute, I mean, he's just a pimp, that Earthshaker Marvi. He just absolute pimp. He's clearly used to slapping people as well. That's how people should just, like, that's how casters should really just like call the enchant totem just slap. He just slaps somebody.
Yeah, so I'm going to check him like IRL, see if he's alright with like anger management issues or anything. He quite frequently slaps people, but also shout out to the Lanray, the Centaur last game, finding some very good stomps. 2 of them in a deciding game, and also finding the right hero, and also all the fights it seemed. But in general, very well played from the side of Spicy Thieves.
And a shout out from my end to It's Pat, who continually hosts the stream every time I'm casting. I do appreciate that, It's Pat. Mate, they have not banned the Earthshaker.
I mean, it's not really a first phase hero. I guess it can be first phase, but let's see if they do. Go for the Disruptor, which is what they played last game for revamp, I believe.
I'm a bit afraid. What did Disrupt the first pickup? Sofa Kingdom, they have to change what they're doing, right? Like, they need to change the strat.
I feel like usually my philosophy, at least, is when you're playing and you play a game and you try something different, like you try to counter the enemy draft and you lose. I think then what I like to do is just draft your comfort heroes, and so then if they beat you at your strongest, essentially. So either way you can say, look, we picked our heroes, we tried our best. So I think I would hope to see Sofa Kingdom pick up their like comfort heroes.
It's gonna be interesting. Look, I mean, I don't want to shit on patience or anything, but I honestly don't. Like, I don't know if it was a bad game. I don't know if they had some kind of interesting strategy, but I don't know if Enigma's the pick again, especially if the Disruptor's in the game, because Disruptor wrecked him every single time the black hole came out.
Yeah, I think it's a mixture of obviously not committing and not having or whatever he thinks whatever. And also of maybe just unlucky situations. There's a lot of situations where he got caught by like the tail end of a Fisher, so he couldn't get into the fight, or if he was caught. I think it came a lot down to positioning, which he kind of lacked a little bit. But we see the line picked up again, most likely for Jex, who did play very well in the first game, he being a very important stuff. It's not just some run around feeding support, but they will take the center from Lannery and put onto their side. So very interesting coming out.
Oh, I think that's a good decision. The scent was pretty darn good from Lannery. Scent's a very strong hero, and there's a Nyx. Now, I love Nyx, and I think knowing that, they clearly know that the Lion player, who was it? It was Jex. He clearly knows what he's doing on Lion. So if you put something like a Nyx Assassin to just destroy Lion every single time, it's going to be really hard on Jex this game.
Yeah, Nyx Assassin, very good hero, especially versus Centaur, because what you can do once both return and Carapace are high enough level, you can Carapace, then hit him, and the return damage will actually stun him, so you get a free setup when you're stunned out of Vendetta. Interesting to see if he knows about the mechanic. Be very good for Nyx. And Nyx in general, you love him if he's on your team, and you absolutely hate him if he's on the other team, because he provides so much of a threat when he's off the map, because he can be setting up kills. So we'll see if they do go for any combo hero per se, like Invoker, who can summon, like AA, who can do global. Maybe like even Nyx's Prophet, because Nyx sets up for ganks very well.
I mean, it's just interesting, that whole the Spike Carapace, into the return damage to stun the Centaur. I mean, that's actually genius.
Yeah.
Again,
it's ludicrous. It's also, I think you can also do it to there's another hero, but I can't think of a moment, but there's a lot of scenarios where Carapace comes in clutch and can set yourself up for a free stun, because that stun Impale, that's acceptably hard to land. So I'll be expecting quite a few whiff ones because I know myself still do it. And I know my 5k and many 6k players still miss them because it's deceptively hard to learn.
Does it work with the necro passive? The necrophos passive?
I'm I'm not sure with necro passive because I think heart support is a HP removal or HP degen or something rather than actual damage, so I don't think so. But I think for like Radiance and like Ember Spirit, Flame Guard, and like Firefly from Barrow, they all do it because they're like damage. But I'm not sure with the necro passive. I don't think so.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens this game too. Reserve time
So,
being used. You know, I think Sophie Kingdom, like last game, they played pretty well. They just it just felt like they could not execute what they had. This time around, so far, it's a lot simpler with that Centaur. And there's a Luna who's, you know, got that R button that she needs to press, and you know, not that hard to land exactly.
Yeah, I think. Also, I like to note Spicy Thieves banging out 2 BKB heroes that will have BKB innate because they know Super King don't like to buy them. So those pick heroes with BKB. So maybe that's a solution. But either way, they've got the Luna. Still, she used to be very popular when Shadium was very good because obviously Shadium Luna.
Yeah.
Very annoying stuff, but Luna's still a decent hero. Master Command I like on her now because she can farm very well with it, and you can disassemble the core stuff into a butterfly later. But Luna is fine versus Nyx because it's not exactly one of those squishy carries that can get picked off. She gets a lot of stat-based items, so she should be fine on her own. But it's all right, I think. I think it might be revealing a bit too much picking carry third pick, but maybe they're just confident in the hero.
Oh, hello! Quick Rubik pickup. Not even thinking about it.
Very nice Rubik game. Anything you steal from Nyx Assassin is good. It's the worst probably Mana Burn. The Mana Burn is still really good. So, and also anything you steal from Disrupt is good. Jakiro, Ice Path. Actually, Ice Path can be great because you can Ice Path and lift someone else into it. So it looks like a good Jakiro game. I mean, good Rubik game. Sorry. Jakiro, on the other hand, he's just a dragon with 2 heads. He just goes around, breathes fire, ice occasionally. He's just a solid 5. I like the hero very much at the moment.
Yeah, Jakiro kind of came out of nowhere. Like, it was like absolute trash, and then out of nowhere, everyone was just like, let's choose Jakiro. And I can't even remember what it was that brought him back to the meta. He just kind of came back in.
Yeah, I think it's just the slow. It's a slow and like also almost subtle buff seeping in. Like I think there's like a strength buff and then a movement speed buff, and then you got like tweaks to his like spells, and then suddenly Jakiro. It's because the really interesting thing. One thing I love about Dota is that the meta is always changing because there's so many possibilities that the meta can change like any week. Because for I think it was for example, the biggest example I can think of is I think it was 6.84, the Leshrac patch. No one realized Leshrac was OP until like 2-3 months in, when it was a big tournament. I think Chinese teams started picking it, and then suddenly, literally, it was everywhere. And Leshrac was like the cancer of that patch. And so, that's one thing I love about Dota, the fact that meta can change so quickly. And then, as I say that, there's a TA who isn't. Kids, I like to think of one of the stable mid heroes. Like she's never like dumpstered, but she's never really like super OP. Kind of like Invoker, I guess. And the
thing with TA though, if she gets a good start, like it gets a bit like if you get a quick Deso and then blink, like things get a bit silly.
Yeah, she can go pretty ham. Also, as another great thing is that even if she doesn't have a great start, then her supports. Like, sometimes it's worse for her supports not to help her in lane, but just go stack Ancients, because she's very efficient at doing Ancients. And, for example, I think there's a game Sumeo played as TA where he died like 5 times mid, but it took like 5 Ancient stacks, almost like highest net worth against something. This hero can flash farm like an absolute monster. And Ursaban coming out, very aggressive carry, and that would suit the lineup for Spicy Thieves very well. The Ursa timing is a lot earlier than the Templar, so it creates space for her to get her items. And also getting Roshan is super good for them as well.
I like the Viper ban. especially against that Templar. Like Viper would have just destroyed Templar Assassin.
Yeah, it's one of the most notorious like matchups. Like, who do you pick versus TA? You just pick Viper because you press Q on her and she's very sad and wants to cry.
Last pickup now. They need a what looks like a safe lane carry. There it is.
Oh, I was okay. You probably won't believe it, but I was about to say super good with Jakiro and Disruptor and Nyx. They've got so much AoE, and Templar can get a Dragon Lance that can hit into the Void Chrono as well. So I think Void is a definitely great pick here because you got all the AoE and all that.
I can't disagree. It does appear to be a very good pickup here. Obviously, it works very well with the Jakiro and just allows everything to be set up. Even after the chrono is about to end, you've got the Nyx ready there to, throw out the stun. You've got the Disruptor ulti as well as the kinetic field. Like, there's a lot of setup after that chrono if things just do not go well within the chrono.
Yeah. And also, it's kind of, with the Nyx and the TA as well, the main problem when you're playing a Void that you're too cooldown dependent, but with the Nyx and the Temple that can go at any time, they offset that. But it will be a last pick Legion. It's gonna be mid Legion maybe. I think so.
What?
Yeah, Moo's playing Legion.
Does this Legion work? Like, it's good against the Void, I guess, because you can hold him in place and he can't do anything. But apart from that, is it that great of a pick?
I like Legion. It's a decent matchup versus TA. You can't really burn refraction charges, but she can't really kill you, so it's kind of just trading farm. It's pretty good versus Nyx as well, because the duel on him is obviously great, and the duel of Void is obviously great, and also you can purge off like Carapace, so he misses the stun, or whatever you do. I think it's a nice hero to round off the draft. One thing in Slave Kingdom is that they're very tanky in their 3 cores once they get their item. So that's something they can maybe play around.
We're about to find out. We'll go through the drafts again, and I believe we've already gone through this, but yeah, it's the other team that gets it. The SK boys that win the tower.
Yeah, both throwing all their money at Gaben, and I can't really want to talk. I have like a level 200 compendium, I think.
Did you see? By the way, I just saw it like probably about an hour ago. There's a guy with 63,000 levels.
Yeah, I saw like I think it's like newbies man. 5,000, and that's literally like insane. That's high. Like the amount of money that is like more than some premier lands. Like she's like, Jesus. I know you were. If they're supporting esports, so they have this obsession with hats.
Yeah, either one, but we'll go through the draft quickly before anything breaks out. So, Radiant side, we've got Marvi. He'll be on that TA. We have Master, he'll be on the Void. Phil's Badman, he'll be on that Jakiro this time around. The Disruptor will be on Revamp. And finally, we have Lanray on that Nyx. And of course, they have to spam these damn chat wheel things.
Yeah.
Can you...
and all the Russian and the crybabies and the applause, we have... on the Rubik, we have Patience. And maybe you can steal some big ultis and make the play this game almost redeem himself. On the Luna, there will be the Angry Irishman, the Angry Irish Luna, even though she sounds Scottish, but hey, maybe there's no Scotland in Dota. And then on Centaur, there will be Topher, and on the mid Legion will be Moo, and then obviously there's our boy Jeeks, or Jex, on the Lion, ready to make some plays.
Well, we had I don't know if you saw it, but in the lobby, the Centaur player, he did mention that his name is pronounced Topher, like Topher, like his name's Christopher kind of thing, and he's like, yeah. So I did ask him, do you want to be called Chris or do you want to be called Topher? And he said Topher, so we'll go with that.
All right, there we got Topher. So he's got big boots to feel after the Centaur from last game. He's got to make these plays like the last game.
Not going to be easy though. It was very well played. And actually, top lane Lanray, he's in trouble here. He's been lifted and he's going down. Patience will get the first blood.
Maybe leveling slightly too early, or not getting a position to stun, because the Carapace might have saved him if all 3 hit at the same time, but the double disable from Lion and Ruvik, and then the Lucian, and then the damage from the Luna blessing Just too much for the Knicks, and he's gonna have to make the walk of shame. No money for a TP.
Well, Marvi in mid lane, he's actually already forced Mu to use a salve, so one of the big regen items he has already gone.
Yeah, I think this lane. I think TA does have the advantage early when Lee Sin can't do much and she can't press the attack and trade well. But once it gets high level, I think it's gonna be very trade based. I say there's not gonna be many kills in the mid lane, but Marvi getting very low.
Yeah.
Probably get nuked when the next wave comes along.
Oh, doesn't use it quite yet. Probably wouldn't have killed him. Would have got him pretty low though. Topher copping a bit of damage bot lane, but think he'll be okay. No glimpse available yet. Jex appears to be roaming around on the line this time around. Looking for somebody, but nobody's really there. Actually, he's going to find Lanray, I guess, but Lanray's more so going to find him. And there shouldn't be too much that goes on. They're just kind of dancing around some trees together.
Mid's taking a lot of damage on both sides. Moo's getting sliced up by the side blades from Mavi. Really well played. But Moo did manage to cancel the salve of Mavi with overwhelming odds. But out of mana and out of regen, Moo's in a bit of trouble, but there's no real way Mavi can kill. And Lion and Rubric are coming over, but it's not very likely kill with a Legion this low. No mana. She will have overwhelming odds in 10 seconds, but I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, that was a questionable walk-in. It wasn't very sneaky at the least. So I don't think they're going to be able to kill this TA like they've made it a bit obvious what they're trying to do. So they're going to have to rotate to the top lane, and it looks like they will. Maybe try to get Lanray again, who is in a bit of a peculiar situation. Like his position is a bit strange. Yeah, he could be in trouble here.
The thing is, when they went to go run mid, and they essentially did nothing, the Nyx was just sitting up top and got his level 2 and got some experience, so that was even worse for Sayadai. Lanray realizing the support's not there and taking advantage of that. But it looks like the supports on Spicy Thieves are looking to do some roaming.
Yeah, well, Moo, what's he bringing over here? Oh, he's just using that bottle and a bit of bottle crowing.
Yeah, bottle crowing not as common anymore because of the influence of shrines, but now shrines not being available for 5 minutes. Make the moose out of the crew.
Well, that was probably a good thing. Honestly, like those 0-minute shrines are they were kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. Especially for when you did like dual lane instead of off lanes. Because you can just go in, use all your mana and health, and you can use a shrine, and that's right next to you, and they can't really because that's considered your mid shrine if you're safe lane, so. But glad that was changed.
Indeed, top lane actually. They've lifted up Lanray and he might be going down. They're chaining the stuns pretty well. Spike Carapace comes out, but there's the Hex from Jackson. It looks like they're gonna go down. No, double stun comes out, but Lanray will end up losing his life and he'll get a return kill on the Rubik though.
Yeah. Meanwhile, it's parallels in the bottom lane where Toffa goes down. The Void starts bashing him, and with a Jakari DOT, then he got glimpsed back. Unfortunately, he just gets finished off by the Void, but nice stun from the Nyx. I don't think he could have caught all three because they were lined up perpendicular. But he does get the return kill on the Rubik, which is good for him, and he gets level 3. He gets some nice CS as well.
Indeed.
Talking about CS, Void is topping it with 30. Luna very close behind with 28. The mid matchup is also very even, with 21 to 18.
Is Void?
And after that, that's over.
I was gonna say, is Void like a stronger carry than like say the Luna? And actually, we better hold that thought because Marvi, he's getting jumped on. The lift's there. Jex with the Hex as well, and Moo, he's coming in. The stun from Lion is not available, no mana. And they can't actually kill Marvi, it looks like. No, they will. Jex will get the last hit. Now Patience, he might be the return kill again, but I don't think he's gonna mind too much. In fact, he will look like he's going down. Or will he? Yeah, he will, just barely, but... So return kill, but still way worth it for the Dire.
Yeah, pinging in frustration as he gets ticked to the liquid fire, but yeah, it's just a nice gank coming out from the line, and a sudden thought came into my head. Maybe that's why he plays line so Jax can hex. So maybe that's the reason why. But yeah, nice roaming from Rubik and the line, getting the kill on mid, getting Moo, a little bit of gold, putting some pressure on the TA. Saying that the Nyx has now hit level 4, and he has got the money for boots, but I think it's worth it getting Marvy mid.
Yeah, well, see what they're gonna do next. Moo's actually, well, I mean, Marvy's got a bit of backup now. Looks like Jakira's just going to stick around. Actually, they might have a jump onto Moo. No, never mind. It doesn't look like there's no ice path available anyway. Bot lane, though, there might be a bit of action. Toffa's going in, and there comes the duo again. This roaming Joe is working really well. Revamp, he's going down. Yeah, there was no way he was really going to survive that. In fact, I think he ate a mango before he died, maybe?
Not too sure, but I am sure that this Void has got Midas, and I feel like that's quite a good pickup. It might be slightly greedy this game, because how aggressive the die can be early, but we'll see if it comes by him. But the only problem with Void is that he is not that great at farming, so he has to get 1 or 2 farming items like Maelstrom or Midas, or like something sustainy like Vlad, so he can stay out. But I think the Midas can pay off.
Well, we'll find out. I thought it might have been a bit greedy, but at the same time, like, you know, with this much farm, you know, and he's going to be sitting around farming for a while probably before anything really happens, you know, not the worst pickup, I suppose. He's got the chrono as well, so if he wants to make something happen, he could probably have a go now, but it's just, the problem probably is the damage output is just not there for him.
Yeah, he's only got level 2, he's only got 2 levels in time lock. Maybe if at max level, he could probably kill the center from half HP with the disruptor, but with only the 2 levels in dash, I wouldn't be as confident. Just some static farming going on at the moment. 7 kills on the board at 8 minutes. Usual bloodbath between these 2 teams, it seems. But Rubik being slightly caught out here.
Patience. He's going to get caught, revamp. He's got the glimpse available, so Rubik's going nowhere, really. He'll come straight back. And Centaur, he's a bit late to the party. And Fadebolt might do the job. No, it won't. The stun from Toffa did not connect. And they might even chase him, but that's a much harder kill, so they'll let him be. But Patience again going down, unfortunately.
That was a very nice telekinesis, throwing the disruptor into Jakira to stun him, but unfortunately, he just gets away. I wonder if he picked up the Jakira and threw him into the disruptor instead. Then maybe he could have got off if the disruptor was greedy and held him to the glimpse. But either way, he tries to play his way out of it, but unfortunately, he does go down.
A bit more stacking coming out here from the disruptor, but he does not get the additional camp. He's already got a 3 stack sitting there, but has to be careful because Centaur can take those kind of stacks as well. He's not the worst at taking stacks.
Yeah, Tia's got double damage doing up this ancient stack. But she's got one of the boys on her.
Oh, there's a hex coming out from Jex. Just on the Jakiro. Yeah, well, I mean, when you've got a double damage on a TA, I mean, ancient stacks just get that much easier. And this is when the net worth for her really just starts skyrocketing.
Yeah, it's really annoying because she's got the purple monsters, which is really annoying. But luckily, she killed the 2 small creeps first, because those small creeps are so annoying when you've got a stack because they give 10 HP regen to all creeps. So if there's like a triple stack and 2 of them are purples, they're basically impossible to kill until like 15 minutes or so when you have like decent items and levels.
That would be pretty frustrating. Still just farming the jungle, obviously much safer to go for that, you know, the ancient and jungle stacks, and there's quite a few stacks sitting around for him, so he's really taking advantage of it. This I
feel like he should be sapping this XP or taking the CS mid, or one of the support should be, but nevertheless, he's taking some stacks. He's having a nice time in the jungle.
Well, you're definitely not wrong. I mean, nobody's in that mid lane. Like, that's just completely wasted. Looks like Phil's bad, man. He's a bit scared to go on the lane because he's so low, and you don't know where that LC is going to be. In fact, LC does have a haste as well, so you have to be a bit careful.
He could have dropped his tranquils and last hitted. SMH. Yeah, as you said, this Legion with the haste. Got level 9. She's ready to go. No one's in the lane, so he's just going to freely farm.
Bot lane, Toffa. Being a bit cheeky. Has to be careful. The glimpse is there. They've got the chrono. They do commit it. The stampede was used, but it does not matter. Looks like he might just go down here. Does he have a stun? No, he does not. It was on cooldown. Good little kill from Void.
One thing to point out, Faces Void didn't tread switch for either spells, but I'll let him off.
Oh, Jewel comes in, and they'll take up the Disruptor, and Moo gets his first 10 damage.
Yeah, 11 minutes into the game, not too bad, especially since he's been farming. Like, if he hasn't been farming, then it's pretty bad, but he's got his items, he's got phase boots and a Blightstone.
Oh, he's gone for the stacks now. They're trying to take him down.
Surge.
Yeah, there's the lift. Master, he's going to go in. No, the Hex is there. Lanray, can he get a stun? He gets a triple stun. My goodness.
The ravage.
Wow. And then Jakira comes in. Now the stun from Toffa. Marvy, he's trying to do something here. Can he get Jex? It looks like he just may be able to. He's really using those side baits. Another double stun, but this time it's from Jex. Nevertheless, he goes down. But my goodness, that Nyx literally saved his team. Lanray again.
I feel Moo slightly just misplayed there because he placed the overwhelming odds. If it hit all the creeps in the camp and the 3 heroes, that's like 500, 600 magical damage nuke. But he missed the camp and only got 2 heroes. So I think he would have just like outright killed one of them, or at least gotten super low. But that Nyx on the ravage coming through from Lanray, proving his worth in the center, and now the Nyx really showing us what he's made of and all the multi-hero stuns he can learn.
Just beautiful, wasn't it? It was just beautiful to watch, and standard Lanray fashion, just, you know, making things happen with whatever hero he has.
Yeah, this guy slowly turning into the MVP, and actually Luna's he's found the stack. He's got the Mask of Madness, and he's got 2 people smoke behind him. But
this is interesting.
There are the purple monsters there again, unfortunately.
Nevertheless, though, they've got quite a few heroes, so although it's a bit more annoying to take them down, they will get them. And will there be a fight? I don't see it happening. They're just too out of position. In fact,
they've got the Eclipse on Luna too.
Well,
too scary to fight.
Feels bad, man. He looks like he's going down pretty easily. The Jewel as well, just in time. The Disruptor ultimate was massive, but I don't think they can do anything with it. Lanray, he has no mana. Double stun coming out from Jex. Toffa, can he get another kill? There's the Chrono, but it's only onto one. The Eclipse. Master, he's in big trouble here, but he'll get out of there as well. Lanray, he's really looking for something to do, but he's got no mana to do it. And that'll be it. Oh no, the Chrono from the Rubik! What the hell? Oh my goodness! Lanray gets out with the Vendetta!
Jeez, a lot of chaos coming out there. The just slightly after the Luna eclipses, so he has to back off. And then Lanray not having that much mana. He did have 2 mangoes, but maybe in the heat of the moment he just forgot about them. We'll let him off, but the stolen Chrono there, almost taking down the Nyx, but it feels bad now. It's definitely feeling bad. He just gets jumped.
My goodness. Just, I mean, the Chrono is so easy to steal as well. You know, it's just, as long as you don't get caught in it, it's one of the easiest, like, ultis that you can really steal.
Yeah, until you have time dilation, it's super easy to steal, because once you have time dilation, you can kind of Chrono instantly dilate, but it's like Stampede. Like, you don't exactly want Stampede and then like Hoof Stomp. So if you're gonna steal that, you're gonna get it. But yeah,
Feels bad right now.
She's got a casual Blade of Alacrity, going for the Dragon Lance.
It's rather strange.
Yeah, I mean, she's probably started going for the Asher, and I was like, oh shit, I need to get Dragon Lance, don't I? That's only happened to me before, so it's fine enough, getting some good farm on her. And actually, interestingly, they still have all 3 tier 1 towers on the side of the die.
Well, we just I just saw Moo. He's picked up a Blink Dagger now as well, so he's gonna, you know, obviously be able to really just get in there and get the blinks off, get the jewels off when he needs to. Things probably gonna get slightly harder for the side of the Radiant now.
Yeah. Topher is going for going for Force Off rather than Blink. I think the Force Off is fine, but I generally rather see him go for a blink, if I'm honest.
Yeah. They're not really meant to be all chatting right now, to be honest. As well.
Yeah, I mean, I think as long as the players don't really have a problem with it, it's generally fine. Uh,
I don't
I
really
just,
enforce the rules though, like that kind of rule.
yeah, I think if like one team says, can you, if like one team is all chatting, and then the other team just isn't, then there might be it's a problem of like one team saying it and all chatting, and another one's like telling them to stop and they're not, and that's definitely a problem. But if they're both bantering, just having a little bit of light banter on the pause, I think it's fine, generally.
I wouldn't even mind complete mental warfare, to be honest with you. It doesn't bother
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, I think one of the best things was when I was playing in a different league, and I was playing with my friend stack, and we were playing against another stack who were all in the same Discord and were all good friends. So the whole game consisted of question marks and GGs, and both of us got yelled at by the admins for that, but it was worth it in the end. We had a good time.
Oh,
But we got top
Landray
lane.
again. Luna going down a mid lane, actually. They're having it go into Master. The duel is committed, but they didn't get the kill. Stampede now, the lift as well. Can they get Master? The chrono committed. Rubik's the only one stuck there, and he has a chrono himself if he wants to use it, but does the chrono work if he chronos the oh, actually he gets two. Nix, what's he steal from him? He got the mana drain. Marvy's there though. Marvy's gonna actually chase Patience, and he'll lose his life, but still.
And the wow after. I think Patience is the exact opposite of last game. He's a bit hasty, a bit like trigger finger, if you will, just going in. But yeah, actually, if you get Rubik and you still chrono and you chrono the void can still move, but it's at normal movement speed instead of the increased movement speed you get.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah, but nevertheless, Rubik maybe getting a little bit of confidence. He's like, guys, I got this two-man chrono. Let's go in, but there's just no one there.
Did you see what happened top lane?
You get jeweled and then you got glimpse or something.
Yeah, he got glimpsed just before the duel came out, and unfortunately for LC, did not work out for him.
See, when the opposite happens and you get the glimpse off, but he kills you in the duel and then you glimpse away, that's great, but unfortunately he does not have that sort of damage at the moment.
Oh, looks like he's gonna find Jakiro here. Patience, he drops a ward. Bit obvious there, the ice path. Steals the ice path himself. And Jakiro, well, they're still going to get the kill. Patience is going down. Or maybe not. No, he will. He does get the lifter. Angry Irishman with the ulti, but he's trapped in. He doesn't get it off the Stampede, but it's a bit late. Now the ulti from Disruptor, but they still get the kill. Can they get the kill into Landray? Maybe, maybe not. It doesn't look like they will, but they'll find Phil's Badman. He drops the macro pie, but it doesn't matter. Now, there's one left in there, and that's Master, but it doesn't look like they really know he's there, and they'll have to let him go.
Yeah, they get the Lanyard in the end with the finger on Lion, but Luna maybe also a little bit trigger finger with her ultimate, but it still pays off. They Stampede run in and just collapse on the enemy, and manage to take a decent fight, and they can actually rotate this into a tier 2 push. The wave isn't that far up, but the Lion's giving a cheeky single auto attack to the tier 3.
And he'll cop it.
Actually...
He's gonna pay for it. Jax. Oh, the stun onto 3. My goodness. Oh my.
Alright, if I was a Rain, I would let him live. He has the balls to run out to the tower, hit it, get glimpse back, gets a ravage, and then he knows he's dead, so he just turns around and taunts. And this Jax, he's certainly making it entertaining for us.
I agree with you. If I was against Jax and he did that to me, I would literally tell my team, don't, just leave him. He deserves it.
Let him go. This guy's cool. Let him go. Yeah, we see the Legion now going for their Deso, which is pretty standard, I feel, on Core Legion. But I almost feel like I'm trying to think of a better item. Like I think I like BKB, but you do want a damage item before. I think Deso is fine. Let's get some night. He will be able to like two-shot the Disruptor almost.
Well, the beauty about Deso as well is, like, not only does it add quite a bit of damage in the minus defense, but it's cheap and it's really effective against towers. So you just, it feels like these days you just need a Deso carrier now. It's not even an option anymore.
Yeah, and also it also applies the minus armor, so everyone that hits him has the bonus damage. So Luna will be hitting very hard. And Luna's farming quite well. She's top of the net worth, I think. Yeah, she's top of the net worth. Almost finished her Manta. Void's slowly trailing her with the Midas and TA as well, Ancient Stacks, and she's gonna have the Deso now. Actually, she's got the last part to send out to her on the curry, and she's going to go straight BKB. It seems.
Look, Landry, he's got that Vendetta. Looking for somebody. He's got full mana now. He actually got a refresh rune. He's gonna find 2 up there, and he'll use the Vendetta. So, a bit unfortunate for him.
Yeah, I think Vendetta was close to ending, but yeah, just gets a nice CS. Can't really blame him. That's some gold in the bank.
Well, between Jex and Landry, it's literally the battle of the Ravagers. Without nobody's even got Tidehunter.
And yeah, both of them pulling off some crazy 3-man stuns. Jack's really showing up in this lane. Both games doing some decent work. So I'd like to see him get another Ravage, just so we can hype him up a little bit more.
And then if Patience could just steal the Nyx stun, and he can get a Ravage maybe, then we can
and
just...
everyone gets a Ravage.
Uh-oh. There's a smoke, but one of them was downhill. Did that ward catch it? No, maybe not.
I don't think it did. Yeah, I think the ward doesn't reach just about. So lucky for them.
Chrono is up on Master. And they'll jump in. The Jewel, is it there? The Stampede? Yes, they'll find one. Luna, where is she? Nowhere to be set. Oh no, actually she's in the dive. My apologies. The Radiant. I thought she was on the Radiant for a second. I was like, where the hell is Luna? Never mind.
I had a game I was casting for like 10 minutes. I was talking about line about on the Radiant. He was actually on the die. So I was like, okay, I'm a bit tired. Right? Let me.
Good little glimpse on Toffa.
Yeah, they can't really fight without the Void. Maybe recognizing this and the Luna's pushing power as well, so they can easily try and get this tier 2.
Well, it feels like SK is really showing up in the game too. They're showing their strength quite a lot. The stun is not successful. They're really healing up Topper as well. The Hex again from Jex. And they'll at least get this tier 2, it looks like. Toffa might lose his life for it potentially. And what did Rubik steal? That would be a Thunder Strike, which is not the best thing to steal, but what can you do? Actually, there's a glimpse. And who's on there? Another Jewel, though. They'll get the Disruptor. There's the Chrono onto 2. The Macropyre as well. There's so much going on. The Ice Path. They're going to get something at least. Angry Irishman goes down. Then Jex with the finger onto Void gets him. It's a 3 for 4 at the moment. Dire are losing out here. Marvi, can he get one more? Patience just gets away with his life. But it's a 3 for 4.
Yeah, if he actually Mail Strike first, I think he would have got the kill with the minus armor on the second attack, but maybe he just didn't have the vision. But it was a good jump from Legion, but Marvi was just destroying people left and right. Like the Legion blinked in, then he got Meld Struck, and he got impaled by the Nyx. And then he was just dead. He was just gone. Nyx does shortly go down to all the AoE, but Marvi was putting in big work, and he's gonna go for the Roche. He could have done the Roche as soon as he got the Deso, but now he's got the DD, just ensuring to do it quite quickly.
Well, they gave away about 2k gold in that team fight to the Radiant, so Spicy Thieves, they're going to get a bit of advantage here. But Toffa, he's there to try and take out Marvi, but Meld straight away, stun not successful. So,
nice blinker, just in the nick of time.
Well, they
can take this Roche, I think. They have the center on the Legion, which is decent when the Roche runs low.
I sense a Roche fight here, and Landray jumps in. Another Ravage onto 2. My goodness! Oh, and the Hex from Jex. He comes in. It's going to be a fight. Well, actually, who goes down here? It's the LC that goes down first. Stampede committed 2. Stun from Toffa, and the double edge onto the double. Master will probably be able to find them. A glimpse as well into Patience, and they'll take the Roshan while all this is happening. And TA now jumps into the fight and says, I'll join in now. Angry Irishman, I think he's in a bit of trouble, I should say, Landray. What a stun. I mean, come on. And he'll get the kill again. It's a triple kill from Marvi. They're going to find Jex as well. The kinetic field and Spicy Thieves literally just stole the game. And I'll tell you what, that was a pun, by the way, Mizzy. That was a pun.
Yeah, that was it's just Landray. It's the Landray show, that fight. Like he dies for his team, but he puts the team on his back. It's a beautiful 2-man stun. The 2 calls taking Roche, and then the Void moves in their sake as Landray goes on. I think he got like chain stun by like 3 heroes because he got lifted and impaled, and then impaled by his own stun, which Rubik stole. But blinking forwards and then getting the stun through the trees. Amray proving his worth on both the center and now the Nexus game. Very impressed by the performance.
Well, they've literally gotten themselves about a 2.5k net worth lead now. So they were about 2.5k, 3k behind. Now they're in front by that. So they've really pulled themselves back into the game. Mizzy, he's got an Aegis as well as a Discern Blink and a BKB.
I think now you recognize the TA is too fat to push into, so I think you just go for the next big items, which will be the Manta on Luna. Maybe Blink on Lion. Yeah, he's only, on Rubik, sorry, he's 200 off. And he's already got the Blink on Lion, so I think they just wait for the Blink and the Manta. Maybe they really need to get a smoke pick off onto either the Void or the TA.
Both of them are hard though.
It's hard. Yeah, it's super hard. It's easier for the Void because if you duel him, he's most likely dead. But with the TA, she has an Aegis and a BKB, so if she's fast in her fingers, she can turn it around. But they are going for the tier 1 top, and looks like they're just looking to dodge it. They're sending heroes into enemy jungle.
Well, that's another thing though. They've still got like these tier 1s and 2 tier 2s. So there appears to be a lot of like economy that's still on the map that spicy Thieves can take. Where the Dire only have 1 tier 2 left and then it's all high ground. So this is only going to further extend the net worth lead.
Yeah, Patience indicating that they might want to defend this tier 2, but it's way too late. They're going to throw it. Ooh, I think it's slightly bad using, like, there's no point in glyphing that because it's going to die regardless. And now they can just go hit high ground.
So that was definitely questionable. Marvi not going to waste any time. They've got the Chrono available. This seems like a good fight for Radiant to take.
The Centaur gets glimpsed to the other side of the map. He doesn't have TP, obviously.
It does, and massive. The Stampede's committed. This isn't really good for the Dire. This could have been a massive mistake. Toph is still pushing bot, but
he Stampede just to get to the tower quicker. And now, yeah, he is going to, but he's not that tanky. He's dying to the tower.
I'm wondering
they are
why.
Get the tier 3 top.
I'm surprised they're TPing. Actually, they're fighting a top lane. The Jewel's there. They'll get one. Actually, Lanray won the Jewel somehow. Hex is on TA. They're trying to drain the mana, the Lift as well. And they can't get the kill on him, but it was an LC for a Nyx Assassin. And they lost to tier 3. But to be honest with you, Mizzy, I'm kind of surprised they backed off. Like, what's a Centaur going to do against a tier 3?
Yeah. I think they just want to play safe. They got the tier 3. But you say, how did Lanray win the duel? But come on, it's Elgod. He can land 5-man stuns. I'm sure he can win a duel. But yeah, that was his team pumping in the AoE damage there, so he gets the plus damage, 14 damage, just value. And he is gonna have the Aether very soon. Actually, he does have it if he disassembles Darking.
It appears someone in the chat's laughing about me calling him Lanray. Apparently we're pronouncing his name wrong potentially.
Is it Ian? Is it an I? Is it Ian Ray?
Well, it looks like Lanray.
Yeah, I think I said Ian Ray to begin with. So technically I've said both, so I'm technically correct.
Hold on a minute.
At some point.
Hold on a minute. Is that an I?
Yeah, that's an L.
Well,
right?
Well, Moo's getting jumped on, so we'll hold on to that thought for a second. Moo dies. Actually, there is some coming in, but they'll back out and... No, that's got to be an L. It's Lanray. It's not Ian Ray, is it?
I mean, even if it is the L, he's not taking no L's. Only W's here for the next assassin. But either way, he's either L god or I god. You know, he doesn't change the fact that he's owning both games.
Well, I mean, L god sounds better than I god, surely.
Yeah, L god just rolls off the tongue a bit better. But the Templar got an Eagle Song, pumping out insane amounts of damage. But I'm surprised he's going for the Butterfly and not just for the crits or the Dragon Lance. But hey ho, when you just far ahead, you can experiment with like the luxury items, I guess.
Well, they're gonna go for a shrine now. I mean, there's nothing that can really stop them at this point. Oh, actually, the shrine's gone. My apologies. It looks like there's only one left at top, and they'll probably rotate to get that later. But I think they're just gonna wait for that Roshan first.
Yeah, it's looking pretty bleak for Sofa Kings. Mavi is massive. And there's gonna be some lag spikes, just a pause coming out, but yeah, I was saying the TA is, I think, just she could probably 1v like 4 or 5 right now with that BKB. She can
Hmm.
just insta blow up like the line. The thing is, when you have a hero that can insta kill someone as important as the line, that's pretty bad.
Hmm.
Disruptor working towards Nags actually. He's got the point booster and the ogre club, and he's probably gonna have the int stick in like 5 gold. So that's gonna be super good if you manage to get Luna in that and she can't BKB. But saying that, she's alright. I don't know what I'm just gonna say this now. I don't know what it is with Sofa Kings and not wanting to buy BKBs. They have like a personal vendetta against Magic community, or maybe they're setting themselves a challenge, try and win Echo League without buying a BKB on all their cores. But I hope this Luna does get BKB instead of Pike
It's a big
against
issue.
damage, but I can see the logic of the Pike. Like, you want if a TA blinks on you, you just get away, you want to save teammates, but you're not going to be able to do anything without the BKB.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really get it either. I mean, it didn't work out last game, and it's probably not going to work out this game. But, we'll find out.
Yeah, I know he was playing the Razor, so he did get BKB last game, but it was the.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Just all right.
I
Looks
think
like...
Moo's item progression has slowed down quite a lot because he got the blink relatively early, then the Death Switch followed, but now only got the Yoga Club to show for it at 30 minutes. Net worth is the fourth highest, but it's not on the level of the rest of the cores. So he's basically the richest of the poor people.
Which
You see
essentially means he's still poor.
Yeah. The TA, you see, just way ahead in net worth. And the problem is the Void with the Might. I haven't really talked about the Void too much. We've been talking about the TA and the Nyx too much, but this Void, he's got his mice, he's got his farm, got the Vlad's very nice item, as well as Manta. We can go for the Lincolns now. For the Jewel.
It really feels like the Void is like... It's not really like about how much damage he can output at this point. It's more so like the threat of the Chrono just ruining the rest of the opposing team. That's what it really feels like. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, because the way that I really like Spicy Thieves in that, like, they don't need the Chrono, but they can have one. Like, hey, you want a big AoE disable for all your spells to go into? Then sure, you got it, but you don't exactly need it. So it's just a nice little guarantee that you can get all the damage out efficiently, and also the Void being able to do damage because he's hitting real hard with this Manta and his Midas attack speed. So be able to have him hitting hard in the current as well, looking really good for them.
It's rather, you know what I just noticed while we paused here? For some reason, the if you look at the top, right at the top where the moon is, for some reason it shows that Sofa King won the first game when they lost. Huh. Pretty sure that's not my mistake either, because I didn't even do anything to put that there.
Yeah, maybe whoever did it, like put it. Maybe they put it on this. Maybe the Spicy Teams were on Dire, and so they put it for Dire, but then they switched sides or something.
Probably.
But regardless, I don't think it changes like the on Dota buff to a win or a loss or anything. So I don't think it changes anything except from just
absolutely not.
Just the looking game. Maybe Sofa Kings did it themselves, just trying to. Maybe that's the morale boost. They say, look, guys, we won a game, right? Let's just go and try and defeat the god that is the yellow player Nyx.
Let's win this 2-0.
Yeah. Patience having some lag issues. I feel you. I'm an EU player in a NA division. I get regular lag spikes. I feel them.
How did that happen exactly?
It's because me and the people I play with, Horn, and we go way back to Requiem Autumn in houses, and then we became good friends there. And then we played first season because I decided I didn't want a sleeping schedule, so I decided to play with them guys. Cause I really enjoyed playing with them, and all my EU friends weren't really playing, so I joined them. And then at the end of last season, I said, "Alright, I'm playing EU this time," and I got jebaited back into the NA division, so I'm here again, ruining my sleep schedule. But now it's summer, so it's not as bad. But, you know.
Well done, mate. Well done.
Yeah. So it's funny thing is I also play in another league, the RD12 Red 2 League, and I played in the NA division of that as well. And so when I lost Echo League, when we got knocked out, I think it was the semis. We got knocked out last season. We got knocked. The last game was at 6 a.m. I was playing in, so I got knocked out at 6 a.m. Then I played IE2L, and I got knocked out in quarters from that, I think. I was also at 6 a.m. So it's kind of this meme now that I just lose every time we play like 6 a.m. I have fun, so yeah, who really cares? Come on. It's just a bit of Dota, you know.
Well, Mizzy, nobody remembers the losers. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So.
you gotta be in there to win. So I'm a real team player. I sacrifice my sleep schedule for my team. We see some static farming coming out now.
Yeah.
So taking over the map. I think Spicy shouldn't let them to do this. TA is massive and has a butterfly. So even if she gets dueled to read map, I think Moo should have gone back for the Blade Mail after seeing how big this TA got. But he's gonna go with that BKB regardless.
It looks like Roshan's respawning pretty soon as well. It's a minute and a half. So they're like the Dire are in position to take it as well, which isn't very good for the side of Spicy Thieves if they do get it.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I said sneeze 1 second, but I'm surprised Spicy Thieves are letting them do this. Like, they're very ahead, and yeah, they'll smoke up now, but they just let them get full map control. But...
Well, this could be the bait move. Jex gonna back off. They're gonna find Angry Irishman, and what a Manta just in time. But it doesn't matter. They'll take him out, and they commit the BKB on Marvy for some reason, which I thought was rather strange.
I think it's anticipating other people to get in there. It's not awful because just of how far ahead she is. They can just go push out, but I'm not sure why did they just run back to base when they're this far ahead and their TA is massive. But nevertheless, they go for a smoke, and that's one of the problems when you have map control. Is that when you have map control, is that often you're very split out, so you can't really help someone if they get caught, like happened with that Luna there.
Roshan is just about to come up, 10 seconds away, but it looks like they're not really interested. They're going straight for the mid, and now they'll probably turn around because Luna's going to be up in about 15 seconds. So
I think it was a mistake. They definitely could have tried to force her buyback if they just straight up ran the tier 3, but they can't be dawdling about. But they can go Roshan now, I guess.
Well, it looks like Marby wants to go for a kill.
He's on the hunt. He smells blood in the water, and it's going to be Moob. He should get the blink out in time, and he will do so.
Oh, never mind, though. The Chrono's there. They'll get a quick kill, and I think that's definitely worth it, because now they can force out the buyback.
Yeah, they should just run mid. I think what they can do is they can just... they can send 4 heroes mid, and just... 4 heroes bot, sorry. And then send the TA top, and she can just literally, like, 3-shot the range racks.
Well, she's gone straight for the Roshan now. Because she's got those traps, obviously she knows exactly when it's up.
And Ruby's got a trap in there as well, actually, but they can't really do much about that either way, so...
Well, to make matters worse, she just got a double damage, so...
She's hitting for about 400 or 500 per pop, and that's without refract damage and without the minus armor consideration, so...
Which is absolutely balanced, of course, and... There looks like this will be the time they go mid. Like, I mean, they won't go top because the creeps are on the wrong side, but you know they'll go through mid. And if they win a team fight, that's at least 2 racks probably because the tier 3 tops down anyway. So,
alright, how do Dire win this fight against the double damage Aegis TA? I think they need to, for one, Spicy Thieves need to whiff the Chrono when it's back up. Rubik steals it, puts on the TA, then they eclipse her, then she goes down, they duel her when she respawns. But that is a lot of things to happen at once, or in succession, I mean.
Well, they're going to go top. They don't want to deal with the tier 3. Marvy. Gonna be the first one in Winter Refraction. Toffa gets absolutely destroyed.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh,
7.
and the glimpse. The 4-star's there though. The lift. Not much is going on here. That's the range rack's gone for free pretty much. Toffa almost loses his life for no reason. And
it's just 7 hits from TA and the range Rex is down. Like, what do you do? And he still has an Aegis.
Well, you've got to initiate, I guess, but the question is, how do you initiate? It's up to LC, it looks like.
He's just standing there, hit it. He just shouldn't give. He shouldn't care. He doesn't need to be running away. Like he's like, yes, me.
Well,
do what you want.
Yeah, well, he's lost all his mana now. I guess that's one thing, but he's got an Aegis, so even if he dies, he's not really concerned.
Yeah. The most important thing is you don't need mana to right click.
Yeah,
Buildings will go down.
Oh, patience. The lift back, but there's no follow-up there, Jex. He's going to go for the TA. He could probably finger, and he will, and they'll pop the Aegis, but this just means he has full mana, the Ice Path, and the ulti from Disruptor. Can they get another kill onto the Centaur? Yes, they can. And I don't think they can really kill this TA. The Chrono is still available indeed, and he'll get 2 as well.
Beautiful Chrono.
Yeah, Lion's going down. Macropie is dropped as a celebration, it looks like. Is that an Aghanim Scepter? No, it's not, but it's so long for some reason.
Yeah.
TA gonna be getting stunned up here, but I don't think they can still take out Marvi. He's got to meld. Oh, no, he's copying a lot of damage. The LC comes in, but no duel quite yet. In fact, he's out of mana, and it's on cooldown anyway, and they just can't catch up to her. She does manage to just walk out of here scot-free, and they expended all those buybacks.
I think they should definitely turn TPing out. Like, nah, that's playing it safe. But Marvi, absolute raid boss right now. Like, he's gonna have an MKB, and I mean, I guess there's gonna be the anticipating the butterfly on the Luna, and there's the halberd on the. Oh no, it's just the towers and evasion on the center. I think she needs to go MKB. I think she goes for. I think the item's like blocked on the data list, but hey ho, just getting the MKB, it's not bad. It's just some damage rate.
Yeah, can't complain with that. Well, one Rax is down. Another Rax exposed.
Yeah. I feel like they definitely should have got 2 lanes there. I feel like they wasted too much time on the TA when she was like backing off and not sure where to hit or not. Like, she should recognize like she's borderline unkillable there. She just stands to hit the Rax and just run mid and hit that. But nevertheless, they get Rax. And this Ags is done on the Disruptor.
Well, I've got to say, Mizzy, there's good news and there's bad news. The good news being that Angry Irishman has decided to go BKB. The bad news is he hasn't got it yet, and it's 40 minutes in.
Yeah.
And they've smoked up here. They're going in. They've scanned. They know where they are. They've found Master with the scan, but they're really going around the long way.
They're pretty isolated. They're not moving around as a team. Moo's got his BKB off his career, which is good, but he needs a blade mail in reality. Because no matter how much damage he'll be doing, he won't be able to output the same or even more than TA. Looks like he'll be hanging back to maybe try and bait Spice these into a sense of safety, but this boy's getting some spidey senses.
Pretty good senses there, because he just stood in the trees perfectly waiting, and now he might even reinitiate. Yeah. No, it's too late to reinitiate, but yeah, things going well.
Yeah. Right, let's take a gander at talents. TA's almost at 25, so I think she'll get the +3 refraction, because they don't have great refraction break on the. They have no real DOT on the die, so I think she'll go for that.
Oh,
what's the void levels that? Oh, he's only 22, but I think he's also going to get that cast range, because that time leap is, the time walk, sorry, is absolutely humongous. The range, it's pretty crazy.
Well, no, that's what it used to be, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, but it didn't backtrack damage though. Or that's when he had backtrack, aka the most triggering spell in Dota 2. Like you just see Laguna and you finger him, he's like, oh nah mate, nah, I don't want to get hit by that today. Maybe try tomorrow. Thank God that's gone. So if I'm getting a bit low to the creep top, we just being a bit careful, but should be alright. And just as soon as I look at Jex, he's taunting. What a boss.
Well, they're gonna go for a smoke here. Angry. Running back at the right time, but look how fast Lanray is. No, he won't find it. Oh no, there's no tower there, so it's not like they would really be able to see if he walked in anyway.
One thing that's really impressed me in the series is that both teams utilizing smokes really well, especially Spicy Thieves. But the SK have been using it as well, but the amount of smokes being used is very good, setting up very good kills and team fights.
Well, looks like they're just going to go straight mid here, Mizzy. They're not really interested in waiting around. And maybe they're just trying to bait him out, but I don't know if they should really be scared at all. They've got the chrono. They've got everything online and ready to go.
They're at a point where whoever they chrono is literally just dead.
Yeah.
Unless they're in like the direct middle of the chrono and TA can't hit them. But that's very rarely the case, so...
Well, Marvy's going to start doing Marvy things.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the Hex from Jex. And can they do anything? The stuns there as well, but the Chrono's onto 2, and that's actually massive. The macro as well. Rubik's just melting in that Chrono right now, and I don't think Patience can get out of there. No, he can. Angry, he'll use the Eclipse, but it's not really going to matter too much. It's not doing anything. And they'll probably take him out in the back lines. Rubik goes down as well. And actually, Hex will do something. I hear a duel, but it's not going to be finished. Or will it? Disruptor, can he survive? Yes, no. It won't be a win, will it? No, it won't. It's only 48 damage so far, and looks like Moo's going down as well. He's trying to heal the best he can, but it doesn't really matter. They're just losing too many bodies at this point. He'll go down. It's 4 down, and I have a feeling, again, this will be a GG call because they've got no buybacks.
Yeah. Master on that Void, turning out with the cranes. The last 2 cranes have been almost perfect, catching 2 heroes right on the edge. And it's always been like an important hero like the Loon. So very well played from him, and then Marvy just slicing through everyone.
Well,
and there's the GG.
It was
from our boy Jex himself.
Well, Jex has been an absolute pro in this game. Unfortunately, his team just could not, get the better of this Spicy Thieves.Green side. But well, they take it 2-0. Mizzy, how do you feel about the games?
I actually feel like I've seen some very good Dota here. Some great plays, great utilization of smokes, and also I think I have to give MVP to Ian Ray, Lan Ray, whatever he's called. Both games being putting out so much work on his next assassin and the Centaur. Who would you give your MVP to?
Oh, look, I can't disagree with you. Landry, he's just unbelievable. Just the Ravagers coming out, just perfect. Yeah. I mean, the whole team just worked really well together. And I mean, you should have been watching pretty carefully because these guys are in your division, mate.
yeah, they're in my. I'm keeping. I'm pretty confident they'll get to play us with a team like them. Marvy doing some work, Landry making the plays, and Master just being the reliable guy in the back, just to fall back on in case they do need him.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna
also commiserations to Sofa Kingdom as well.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. They still played a great game. There's no doubt about
definitely.
That. Well, Mizzy, I'm going to close this off. Do you have any shout-outs or any socials you want to share, anything like that?
Or everything I have, Twitter and Twitch is mzzy_. Hit me up on that in case I actually do anything, but except from that, shout-outs just to everyone in this game, and you, of course, my great caster.
Well, thank you very much.
That's going to be it. It's going to be a very fun time casting. Thank you for letting me cast it.
Oh, it's always a pleasure.
Do more in the future.
Oh, absolutely. Well, it has been Michael Phoenix. It's been Mizzy. It's been a pleasure. And you guys have a great day ahead.